This is
Is the stream
You're
on?
streaming?
The stream's on.
this
We've
Are we
is
decided,
live?
Frank.
I'll
We've
save this
decided
way.
that our official signal that the
Game
stream
on.
has begun is everybody asking whether or not the stream is streaming.
I love that.
So there we go.
I love that.
Is
Is my
this on?
pants on?
Is the mic on? Are we recording? All right. I have to. I have to.
Is really good.
We have to jump. We have to jump in and just start. Otherwise, we'll never start because we'll just visit and get caught up for forever. So while Frank is working on the visual, are you working on your guy?
Yeah, it's just easier for me to.
yeah,
I'm more
yeah.
familiar with this interface than I am with screwing around on the computer.
You
so
do
yeah,
all
I'm
that
gonna-
stuff on your phone?
Oh fuck yeah!
All those ones that you've my
Every
dude,
single one that I've done on my phone.
my dude.
Because because
So I'm
I
gonna.
can zoom way the hell in
Oh.
and get super
I will.
precise.
I will tell you
where
something.
if I'm futzing around with the, I'm just like, "Bah." So no,
So
this
The giant robot that I linked, I will simply say one thing about that. Its big round face is actually like a 1930s era like helmet on the top of the guy's head, with his head all the way down to like neck breaking, spine breaking levels to tuck his face into his chest, which is disproportionately swollen in order to make this work. And then I did some, and then there's like stuff to make something basically clip through the helmet to look like eyeballs.
the eyeballs.
That is the least disturbing thing about that model. So
It is It is so like I looked at that and I was like, okay. There's nothing stock about this face, and I love it. It's
No.
so good.
I
So
started
did you
with
use
this-
the little. Did you use the googly antenna for the eyes?
no, it's horns. You
Oh,
have to go.
horn-
You have to
okay.
go and look.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get into it. A lot of
The
it
fact
was
that you got the eyelids around it like so perfectly. I'm just like, yes.
No,
like that. It makes me so happy.
I cribbed a lot of it from a couple other robot models and stuff because it's really hard to do robots.
No shame in your game. It's all right.
But
I get it too. I tried to use the there's one of the science fiction pistols looks like the old timey Shure like 1950s mic, which I'd put on the end of a tail in the robot face to try to make like a Star Wars medical droid. Oh my god, what a pain in the ass
No.
getting the tails to.
no, the head was basically fully stolen from somebody else's thing. But it's just because it's so weird. Anyway, all right. While Frank is working on what we're actually seeing with this,
Parachute pants,
I will
parachute pants,
I will
parachute-
I'm
set
almost done with Silas.
I will set the scene. Oh, I will set the scene. I need to type out some notes too.
Sean, make Mitzi's too, please. Thank you.
Okay. Do I need to make Caleb's too?
She needs
'Cause I
like
can do-
she needs
No.
Mitzi needs like one of like a
A high ponytail, like
the high ponytail, but on the side. Did you?
Oh, yeah.
If they have that,
I was-
like the ponytail on the side.
I
is
mean,
like-
I was thinking we could, if it was like mid to late 80s, we could go just like full Selena with her. Like,
I mean, she doesn't really like wear like Selena's pretty like fashion open, and
yeah.
Mitzi in general wears baggy, oversized clothes a lot. Like she's very conservative in like her clothing, so
I got you.
she's not one to wear a sparkly bra.
Can you just make us the Breakfast Club?
Oh, you better let on. Ba-dum.
It's like, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean-
It would be funny.
I mean, my guy already has kind of pretty heavy John Bender vibes.
I
Just
know.
in the
It's
direction I was
great.
going already. As it
oh,
is,
that would be so good. Yes, absolutely do that. I don't know if this is a test. Nope. Whisper. Okay.
Also, I know that last tangent for me, I promise. These things, the Coca-Colas with coffee,
weird.
Yo, it
um,
tastes like chocolate.
I mean, the Coca-Cola
There.
Blacks from like the mid
they're
2000s.
the same thing, but like they started making them again,
Oh, nice! I didn't realize that.
and they're better than they were before.
Ooh.
I need
like-
a link. I need a product link.
Target has them
Okay.
for $1. $1 for one of these. I now drink soda again, and I hate myself for it. But they're so good.
All right.
Sorry.
Mo,
Saw that,
I'm sending you a
had-
message
I-
in chat. Inside Roll20 because I'm
Oh,
a
inside
monster.
Roll20.
Because I'm a monster.
Oh, you made me look at Roll20 and figure
Sorry.
out how to use messaging in this.
You don't have to respond. I just need you to process it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm sending out things. The things are happening. You guys continue to chat here while I'm doing horrible things.
Good. We love that.
Also, I decided to do high ponytail for this. I wish I had a scrunchie. Do I have a scrunchie?
Did I use Perry Driscoll base copy or Perry Driscoll base copy copy or Perry Driscoll base copy copy copy?
Copy base.
Copy final final for
Making
real.
copies.
Copy final copy base.
Copy. Yeah.
Have you ever done sound engineering?
Oh yeah.
Second
Shit ton
take,
of-
final mix, needs vocals, edits, raw.
Yes. Oh, that's the reason I brought up iMovie earlier is because what has been scratching that itch for me recently, I took the video of me where the TikTok where I put my luggage on the thing and then ding 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 and did the little dance. I took that audio and chopped it all up and have made a remix completely in iMovie because apparently I'm a masochist.
What was the name of the
Yeah.
video game that was done? It was done on Laserdisc. You played it in the arcades, but it was done on
Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
Dragon-
Dragon Quest was done
Dragon
that way.
Yeah. You had to hit it just right or you'd miss it and get the
Yeah.
There was also a
Yeah.
game called Phantasmagoria that did the same thing.
Oh, I remember that one. That one was a little more forgiving.
I got in so much trouble over Dragon Quest because my dad, we were at the state fair, staying at the state fair because that was what we did when we were kids, and there was a arcade. One of the arcade tents had Dragon Quest in it, and my dad gave me $20 for me and $20 for my sister to use for the week, and I not only spent all of my money on Dragon Quest, but never gave her the 20 and cashed it out for cores to play more Dragon Quest. The first day that we were there, I got in so much trouble.
I'm sure.
Maybe the only time I ever got in trouble over video games, honestly, when I was a kid, but I really, really did.
So I
Can
got in
I,
trouble.
go ahead.
I got in trouble because my dad got me a PlayStation 2 because he was like, "Hey, if you get if you get straight A's, like you get like holy crap, Andrew, like that means you're actually like doing all your stuff. So we're going to get you a PS2 if you get straight A's for the year." And I was like, "Bet." So I got a 4.0 for that entire year. And my dad was like, "Great, here's your PS2. We even got you a couple of games." Did not get me a memory card and would not let me get a job to go buy one.
Woof.
And
Here's
so
a lesson in the ephemerality of life.
he got me Kingdom Hearts. I have
You
now
You can't not save Kingdom Hearts.
I beat Kingdom Hearts without a memory card.
Holy shit.
Impressive.
That is actually incredible.
That's yeah.
Do you know how many times I had to restart that game?
Oh, I bet. God.
I still have the first like 4 worlds perfectly memorized. Like you could hand me a controller and I could blindfold do the whole thing, start to finish every secret.
Actually, it's funny. Anytime I listen to like they hear a song from Liam Park's Hybrid Theory album, I automatically like envision like running through Alice in Wonderland World because I would listen to the album on constant repeat while I played Kingdom Hearts. That was my childhood, is playing Kingdom Hearts and listening to Linkin Park.
I
That was one
listened
of my
to
One of my Christmas presents this year was the 20th anniversary vinyl of Hybrid Theory. So
Oh,
I took
don't
all the
cry
money
for-
in 10th grade that I was supposed to turn into school for this field trip that I had no interest in going on, and I took it down to the hobby store and got all of the D&D stuff that I wanted. And my parents
Nice.
found out about it, made me take it all back,
Oh.
which really pissed me off because my name and address was in the Please Be My Pen Pal section of Dragon Magazine. Yeah, I was that kid. And I was also in the middle of, it's long. Anyway, So I had to return it, get the money back, turn the money in to go on the trip, and then that portion of it that was supposed to be my spending money for the trip, I did not go to the beach. I had zero interest in the beach. I spent all of it on Discs of Tron, and I owned that game.
Discs of
It was
Tron.
so good. Discs of Tron,
Okay.
man. Deep cuts.
Actually,
So when last we
Sean,
lost our Motley Crue-
Sean,
Yeah.
it's now
Yes.
it's now important to me that you take that message that I sent you in Roll20 and change it from Dragon Quest to Discs of Tron. It actually makes more sense to me at this point. All right.
Make a note of that.
All right.
Okay,
So
I just saw the thing that you.
So yes, all three of you except for Perry have a secret message in Roll20. Perry is instead
Yes,
we
is
see
selecting his wardrobe.
we see Perry. Oh my God, Silas, you've broken me.
You're welcome.
Wow. Wow. I think he could be more buff.
What?
That's so bad. Oh, should I put that under villains? I feel like I should put that under villains.
Excuse me?
The picture of Silas and the
I know, but excuse me?
no, it's just
Excuse me?
it gives me, it pains me. Birth rate 80s portrait. We're just gonna save that there.
He's huge.
He is huge. He's enormous. That is something. That is a thing.
Is he juicing?
We're doing Dingo
Ever
to
since
catch
he
you
got
up.
his powers, he's been metabolizing a lot faster and building muscle and stuff.
Sure.
Metabolizing. That's
Sure.
what the kids are calling it these
Mhm.
days.
You could grate cheese on that torso. Dingoes, we've been
Just hold on, I need to wash my shirt.
the class has been given an assignment to provide Hero Forge versions of themselves from the late 80s to mid to early 90s. As we rejoin Perry, who is strutting. I'm going to say strutting. You're familiar with that one video of the kid who's kind of doing the head bob thing, sitting at the computer, and then he turns to the camera and gives the thumbs up?
Oh my God!
Okay.
Somebody dropped the GIF.
Somebody dropped that GIF, but that's essentially Perry's strut as he walks through. As
I
he
just got the baseline, huh?
now.
as he
That one.
struts through his domain, the South Glen Mall. Finger gunning people.
Oh my God!
I want him to have.
513.
I want him to have. Yes. I want him to have the sunglasses that don't have actually lenses. They just have the Venetian blinds. But he doesn't actually wear them. They're just hanging on his members only jacket. Anyway, Perry, you're there in the attire that we haven't yet seen unleashed. You're moving through the mall.
Why are there no penny loafers? This is bullshit.
I had a pair of penny loafers. Shut up.
No, me too. That's what I'm. Yeah. I will. Let me tell you this. I had the Cordovan penny loafers from LL Bean, and because it's really fucking hard to find the number of E's that I need for my feet. I resold those things maybe 5 times.
I think the benefit I was going for this is Frank is going to immediately know how to dress his character in the appropriate era. The downside to this is there's no way for Frank to dress his character in the appropriate era without talking about all the reasons that he's dressing it and making the choices that he's making.
I'm just gonna go ahead and mute so you guys can.
Well, no, because you're doing the thing. All right. So, and finally, you come through your realm to the heart of your realm, the ruling seat of power of your realm of the South Glen Mall, your castle. Technically Aladdin's castle, but still your castle.
And all the other kids who like to play that game see me show up and like, God damn it.
Yep.
I guess I'll just put my quarter on the console and Go get a hot dog.
Yeah.
Mm.
Get rid of the docks.
They get rid of the docks? No idea what you're saying.
The hiking boots, chucks, military boots. Where the hell did the docks go?
So I gotta grab Silas here. Since he's who we have right now.
I'm almost done with Mitzi, actually.
I listen
so.
to maybe have like big Billy Hargrove like vibes from like season 3 of Stranger Things.
See, Stranger Things is exactly an era. Oh God, yes, he is giving off the Billy Hargrove. Oh my God, you are not wrong, and I don't like it.
He just needs a little mustache and be good to go.
Oh my God.
Hate it.
You're right though. The mustache would really like. Let's get him in here.
Tight together.
Really tie the outfit together.
Really tied the room together. Pissed on your fucking rug.
El Deuterino.
Silas, what game are you currently like frustratingly dying to as Perry spreads
Centipede.
up? Centipede?
Yep.
Frustratingly dying to Centipede.
Mm-hmm.
As Perry comes in here.
He is jerking the controller. He, like after like the 4th time of dying, it's like I freaking moved. And he like pulls it so hard that he like breaks the joystick on it.
They haven't calibrated that thing since it was Missile Command.
And yeah, I'm not sure if Silas ever gets that reference, but Perry does. Perry, what are you doing in here? What are you doing?
So yeah,
In what way do you assert your dominance?
I actually have a crisp $5 bill to put in the changer.
Nice, clean, sharp.
Yes, look at that. I mean, like just.
There is no finer sound than all those coins pouring out into the cup at the bottom of the coin return.
Yeah,
Shing.
You get you get a little bit extra when you put a $5 in too.
That's
what will get you.
That is the sound of a sword being drawn in Perry's mind. Shing. His weapon has
$5 in, but I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm only going to use one token. So like I put the rest of them in my fanny pack.
This is back in this is back for
I still use a fanny pack. I don't know what you're talking about.
I do when I run or hike, but that took a long time. It took a long time for me to be okay with that.
It took a long time for me to realize that everybody knew I was hiding a boner.
My mom melted my parachute pants in the dryer.
I broke everybody.
Not me. I didn't even blink. I didn't even stop talking. You can't stop me.
I broke the other 3.
You can't stop me. Got nothing there. Nothing. There's nothing. All right.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna pass out.
So the coins, shing, and that image, that feel of like, and we get a shot of Perry like drawing the sword. It makes exactly the same sound. It's the wrong sound. It's the sound of coins pouring out the thing, but that's how it feels. So you tuck most of them in your fanny pack. You pull out the 1 quarter. This is pre-tokens. This is you get quarters. It's good stuff. What game is about to succumb to your deal?
I think I need to because there's somebody like desperately trying to beat Discatron right now, which is my jam. And so I'm gonna sit down in the old vector game Tail Gunner.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, so yeah, Tail Gunner. It vector graphics. So think like battles. Think thin, bright lines and on a black thing.
Sure.
And it's a sit down game, and
relatively rare at this.
I forget which
era.
game it was that had the starfield coming toward you. This one literally just reverses the starfield, so it's as if you're in the tail gun of a spaceship, and waves of 3 come at you, and you have to go.
Nice.
So it's all about Twitch response and
nice.
Yeah. But it's also it was one of the first sort of quasi immersive experiences in those days because there weren't a lot of get in sit down games back then. That was a big deal.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
So-
very rare. No, that Dingoes. It can't be. It can't be Liefeld because you can see his feet.
Just nothing but pouches.
Nothing but pouches. I there was an interesting what do I want to say? A friend of mine was running a mask game and was doing like one of the nice things about doing the certain stuff you can do with masks. You can actually parody masks, and was doing like a kind of a mashup thing. It was year one, but you could pick any character from any IP, and they were just together. So it was like year one Daredevil, year one Catgirl. I can't remember. Doctor Strange, year one as a Nova, like things like that, all mashed together. But
that's so dope.
Yeah, but there was a fun thing you can do in there where you can like actually like really viciously parody certain aspects of comics and stuff like that. And they had like a guy who showed up who was like a Liefeld villain.
Sometime later, ask me about my idea for a Marvel Multiverse character. We don't want us to get sidetracked now, but sometime later, ask me about it.
Anyway, so Silas, and I apologize. Some of you, I will at least I'm going to move your pieces around a little bit for some of this, but Silas kind of drops, like kind of comes over and first stands and then kind of crouches to kind of get down to your level while you're doing this thing, and he's kind of sitting there, kind of half watching, half hanging out, just watching all that stuff. What is the 3-letter initials that you are using to like put in your high scores when you? Is it
immediately asked?
PDQ.
Oh, yours. Sorry.
What is yours? Ass.
Yeah.
PDQ. PDQ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perry Driscoll. Quickly. I don't know.
In my head, it was PDP. Perry doing Perry. Perry doing Perry stuff.
Oh, that's better.
In PDP.
But yeah, Perry Driscoll. But that's. I'm thinking, what would be the
perfection.
The diegetic reason for that third initial.
Perfection.
Oh, yes.
Perry Driscoll perfection. I was giving you the answer. The answer was right there.
Yeah, sorry. It was that part of the listening part of my brain shut down while I was accessing. So yeah.
The GIF. Thank you for the GIF. Thank you, and you should apologize. Where is Mitzi? I need Mitzi to arrive, but I'm not going to have her arrive until that picture shows up.
Hold on, I'm almost done. I'm just coloring it. And then I'm also going to send it to Mo for approval.
We're all grown-ups here. That's what we're doing. That's what we're grown-ups. We have to color our things before we play with them.
That's not true. I have not painted any one of my minis ever. I take that back. I have like 3 painted minis, but that I have like thousands.
Can I do
of minis.
this? I think I can do this. Can I do this? No, I can't. Hang on.
I have a mini painting set, even though I've only painted like 3 minis so far with it.
Oh, we don't have a side thing.
That's okay. I just realized I can get Caleb in here too.
I have the 80s Molly Ringwald Bob. That's about it.
What are you talking to Perry about while he's not really listening and doing his video game stuff? Solace. Because he's got like
Sorry?
PDP is like on, you're like looking around and like on half these screens, there's PDP sitting up in the number 1 slot on like half of these screens. As he's taking another run. This one actually already has him in the top 1 position, and he's going again.
This is just my warm up while this is the game I play while I'm waiting to play the game I want to play.
This is my warm up quarter. PDP. What are you chatting with Perry about while he's not really listening and playing this video game, or not really playing the video game and listening.
So, did we just end up here, or is this like an alternate reality type deal?
I'm sorry.
Answer hazy. Please check back later. What you
Oh,
know right now.
I thought he was asking. I thought that was him talking to Perry, not talking to you.
Yeah.
So
No, that was
Perry
talking.
absolutely has an answer.
Here's
I would
what
love to
you.
know what Perry's answer.
Here's what.
Go ahead.
So the answer to the question is, you are at the mall, and you are at Aladdin's castle, and you're waiting for your girlfriend to show up and be impressed with your scores, babe. And Perry's here, and that's about it. All other answers are hazy.
Does he have a hazy memory of Aladdin's castle being nickel?
No.
Okay.
No. So I can't answer those other questions, but answers will be forthcoming.
Love that for me. Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh my
he
God.
goes. So I don't even. He kind of like is sitting over next to Perry, watching him, and he's like, I don't even understand this game. I've been trying to beat this level for like 5 minutes, or like longer than 5 minutes. Jeez.
It's basically asteroids, except they're going to be
Are
swirling around.
we talking about the same game?
What are you talking about?
I was talking about the same game.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Are you trying to get some lunch after this? Because
Huh?
I'm kind of. Are you trying to get some lunch after this? Because I heard they just opened a.
I mean, I could go for a kraut dog.
That sounds absolutely.
Oh,
terrible.
wait. The Sbatho just opened. Let's get some lasagna.
What, in the mall? I don't think mall lasagna is something I would trust to put in my
Oh,
body.
this is super legit. It's like a calzone.
It's not Domino's. This legit. This like real meat and shit.
Yeah. No. Freaking Domishmos can.
Domino's lasagna makes me cringe a little bit.
I didn't even know there was such an animal.
That was a little dicky reference, but
Yeah.
Jesus.
We've got a Mrs. Fields now, though. I mean, we could just have cookies for lunch.
That's outstanding.
how old are you, sir?
I have a question. Can Caleb just walk in with like a big old bag of cookies? Just
Yes, right now. We can just have cookies for lunch. And the guy's like, how old are you? And Caleb walks in like, hey, I got cookies at Mrs. Fields. You guys want them? This is a bag. I can get Caleb in here because I already have his thing. He comes in on the other side of the video game.
It's like the third time you guys are gonna make me pass.
Which game were you waiting to open?
There's some kid like getting his grubby little biscuit hooks all over discs of Tron. I'm just trying not to. I don't want to be the guy that is like looming over, like waiting to
Okay.
I'm chill. I don't have to be that guy. Like I've already peed on all of these consoles. I don't have to assert my
It's open. Okay,
mine.
so it's opening up right now. Who of these two yahoos do you say, hey, finish my game, and literally step up out of the console to head over to games to Disc of Tron?
I'm just gonna say finish my game and let them figure it out.
So which one of you immediately slides into, what was the name of the game? This one?
Tail Gunner.
Tail Gunner. Who slides into Tail Gunner and just jumps in here to ride the wave of the fact that Perry got you through the first levels that always beat you? Silas isn't
I'm
saying
eating
anything.
cookies.
I'm terrible at video games, I think.
Yeah.
Good, bro. Go. You got this. I believe in you. Oh.
You got this. I believe in you. And he gets in there and slides in. And you know why it is? Your shoulders don't fit. Like you can't. They don't fit in the chair because it's got the side things it's almost like a really crappy wing back, and your shoulders don't really fit, so you kind of have to lean forward, kind of hunched over to play. Makes the screen kind of go out of focus. It's not great. Not a great time. Caleb, you can follow Perry over to where he starts like Disc of Tron.
We have Mitzi incoming.
Okay.
Sick. I'm gonna go watch Perry destroy everybody at Discs of Tron. I'm also gonna like hand Perry a cookie on the way over and just be like, "Here you go, double chocolate, right?"
Oh heck yeah! So yeah, so that's going to be the thing where like Perry and his prehensile tongue are like just eating the cookie while he's playing.
No. No.
Okay, you're going to get
No.
squicked by a prehensile
Ate all of
tongue.
it.
I'm sorry, tentacle boy. That
Did Silas get taller as well? Like, is that what happened?
He's
I
enormous.
was like, Silas is so much taller than me now.
You guys be the same height.
Oh, I would play
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
I'm looking at this video and I would play the shit out of Tail Gunner. I love this
yeah.
line.
The reason I picked it is because Tail Gunner always kicked my ass within like 3 waves. Like I loved everything about it, but it was intensely frustrating. So being able to just have a moment or like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I just destroyed this game.
I need every single thing about this picture of Mitzi. That is wow.
Also, you made Silas like a lot taller than Caleb now, and it's very.
Well, that's just how I put it in there. I've got reasons for all of these things that I'm doing. None of them are good, but they're all valid. Oh, we got to get you in here.
Disc Citron, I could
So
legitimately
tiny.
just say that crap.
Right?
He really is a lot bigger than he used to be. This is to scale. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. A little bit more. No, I feel like she should be still shorter. No, there we go. It's snapping to grid, so I can't. There's some things I can't do about this, but there we go. That's
You can
great.
Turn the grid off. Or
Yeah, I know.
the
I
other
can
thing you
turn the
can
grid
do.
off.
Well, the other thing that you can do that's really a lot easier is if you right click it and you go to like I think it's advanced and you set it as is drawing, it doesn't snap to grid.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
It's probably too late now, but
I large.
that is wow.
Org.
That is a whole thing right there that's happening. So Mitzi shows up right next to you and gives you a peck on the cheek, Silas, just as you're dying. For the like, and really not even gloriously. Like,
He's like motherfucker. Oh, hi, babe.
I just saw Psy large.
That's what I was cackling about a second ago.
Just kind of died a little bit. That's fantastic. Psy large. Okay. Caleb, what are you talking with Perry about while he's asserting his dominance over there? Keep in mind you have a secret mission.
Yeah.
I'm straight up like
Shit,
just.
I forgot I have a secret mission. I should read up on that.
Yeah, you have a secret mission.
So as we're talking, I'm just gonna like whisper to Perry and just be like, "Do you just want to fuck with a bunch of the classical music preps?"
I mean, who's driving?
Fantastic. Once you're done here, meet me at the music store. Here's another cookie. I gotta go. And then I like book it out and I just throw the bag of cookies.
Meet me at the music store. Ah!
And then I just throw the bag of cookies as I'm leaving at Mitzi. Be like, "Hi Mitzi, bye Mitzi."
As Mitzi is Mitzi's coming in. Mitzi's coming in with Zhao, who has like this. She actually has like the side ponytail action going
With
on.
the big ass scrunchie and the 3 pairs of socks.
Yeah. She heads over to Perry and kind of like, so rule of thumb here, Mitzi and Silas and Caleb, it's Zhao. Perry's inexplicable nickname for Zhao is Dr. Infinity. That's what he calls her. So she comes over.
Cool.
Perry's dream right now.
What's that?
Why are we all in Perry? I don't want to talk too loud. I don't want to wake Perry up. Why are we all in this dream?
Weird.
Hello, Perry. What would you like me to be working on today?
Oh, hey.
What should I be
Doc.
working on? Hi. What should I be working on today?
There's a couple levels of Miss Pac-Man that I haven't quite gotten the pineapple.
You
You
know,
could,
I can't do Pac-Man, but I can do Miss Pac-Man. I like the alternating levels.
It's fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you could just
I'll
run
go.
some consecutive pattern recognition sequences on Miss Pac-Man, that would be
Do you think that
optimal.
will that be helpful? I want to be helpful. I like being helpful.
I think what we're trying to do is eliminate the fail states.
When you're
Potential
doing
fail
that
states.
and you're struggling and
Mhm.
stuff,
Yeah,
the
it's
screen,
literally like it's
yeah,
like
the
flappy
screen, the
hands
screen on
yeah.
Disc of Tron glitches while you're doing that. Nobody else notice. You don't notice. Anybody else who happens to be looking his way notices that the screen glitches while he's doing that. She's like, "It's all right. It's all right. You'll think of the word. It's fine. May I borrow a quarter, sweetie?"
I just sort of like stick because my hands are busy, so I just like stick my hip out so she can.
She gets
Get
into the
Oh yeah,
fanny
Not many
pack.
people I allow into my fanny pack.
I know.
What?
She zips it up, gives you a little peck on the cheek. I will report back on the pattern recognition that I have from Ms. Pac-Man, and we will see if we'll be able to apply that to another game later.
Let me know how many iterations you're able to run with that token, and if actually, you know what? I'll just keep track of how long it takes for you to come back and get another one.
Okay.
I
That's perfect.
can't decide if this is really cute or really unsettling.
Yes.
That's
I have
exactly the line that I was going for.
I have-
So thank you.
I was gonna say I have struck the crosshairs precisely.
This is exactly my comfort spot of flirting with Doyce, so I love it.
It makes me so happy. All right, so
Sorry, do we need to take a break?
where Zhao
About.
Zhao flounces over to the Miss Pac-Man, which is right next to the Pac-Man that has a kind of a plaque on it. Not exactly a plaque. It's a lucite sheet holder, like a paper holder, like a lucite thing, and somebody dot matrix color printed out a thing for it that says one of the only perfect Pac-Man games ever played in the state! Exclamation points. Congratulations, PDP.
They used the color dot matrix printer for that.
Yes, they did.
Hey,
Yeah.
those are, as
You're
we
a
say in the
celebrity.
industry, rare.
Which is to say, they don't fucking exist.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not so much color as it is like it went through like a rainbow thing, like they switched ribbons halfway through. But
Yeah,
congratulations,
exactly.
congratulations,
Not
PDP
color, but it
down at the
wasn't
bottom.
calibrated.
Yeah. So she goes over there and starts. She kind of like, give me a quarter to Mitzi. She gives me a quarter. Goes over, starts doing Miss Pac-Man.
Is there
I killed at Miss Pac-Man when I was in high school.
is there an ASCII printed lucite thing on like Pong? You know what I mean? Like
No,
before
there's
the
no-
dot matrix, they would have been like, when you took your printer and you used all the little ASCII
is there a
to make like Abraham Lincoln or something? Yeah.
Is there a Pong game here? Does Perry need there to be a Pong game?
I've
I've never seen a Pong game.
I'm not sure if there is a Pong game here, and if Perry is creating this reality, it is the Pong game that had the gallon milk jug as the coin repository. The one that broke, and they couldn't figure out why the game broke, and it was because they hadn't emptied the quarters out. It was so flippin' popular. So
Gotcha.
it would be an homage to that, but it's also like nobody plays it.
I wouldn't say that the Perry is dictating this reality, but I will say that the reality is responding to Perry.
Tracks.
Silas and Mitzi, what do you do? Silas died.
The video game, right?
In the game, yeah.
He removed.
Okay.
He unwedges himself from the video game. I just can't imagine him doing anything but standing up, like right there with like literally like practically chest to face, and just look down like, "Hey, babe," like just. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I think she's like, oh, so like, what? How are the games? You know, at the arcade?
I'm bad at them.
Oh,
It's not my deal.
honey.
Yeah. I'm, I'm sure they're great for other people.
I'm better at picking them up than playing them.
I'm trying to get something to eat. Are you hungry?
I mean, I can eat, yeah. And I got cookies that Caleb threw at me, but like.
Why is he always throwing food? I would like actual food maybe, and then I would love to eat Caleb's cookies. But I'm kind of feeling some chili fries right now.
Chili fries.
Please don't ever say the phrase, "I want to eat Caleb's cookies."
I'm not touching it. I'm not.
We're adults here.
Hate that.
Then speak for yourself.
As my daughter has been sing-songing for the last couple of days. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Anyway, all right. So yeah, you guys are in the food court.
Yeah.
Zhao wasn't interested. She's like, no, I'm doing this with Perry. Go away. Jeez.
Whatever. Okay, bye.
She's
Bye later.
she's extremely disagreeable unless she's talking to Perry. She's just like, she is totally channeling like Mean Girls kind of Valley Girl like issues stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever, but she's sweet as you guys can be when it comes to Perry. Anything that, yeah, it's kind of gross.
I'm not mad about it.
All right, so yeah, at the food court, I'm getting chili fries and a chocolate shake. And I look at Mitzi. I'm like, "You want anything? What do you want?"
Can I get a strawberry shake?
Yes. Oh my God.
All right.
You spoke what was in my brain.
Why is that she drinks the strawberry milkshake?
Yeah, strawberry milkshake. Just that way, if I spill it, no one will see. Because
you're all pink. Yeah, so I sit down with Mitzi, and Silas is like, so how's art stuff going?
I mean, it's going good. Like, you know, classes have been okay, and there's an exhibit at the museum next weekend. I was interested in going in, and I know it's not your thing, but like, would you like to go with?
this version
I
of
think
Silas in a museum.
I think that if I can deal with playing some dumb games with Perry, that I can go through a museum with you.
He's
So,
so
like,
sweet.
Like grab his arm and like give it a little squeeze and like just like lean against it.
This is so sweet. I'm gonna ruin it real quick.
I hate you so much.
Thanks, John.
So, where did we leave all of you crazy kids? Oh, yes, right. In the base. The base that half the people just found out existed. Right?
Right.
So, you guys are all like, I'll go to the museum if it's with you. And we got to, okay. Remind me, paint me the picture here. We're down in the base below the. I gotta shift this thing here. Where is Silas's little thing? There it is. We're in the base underneath the packing container or the shipping containers, and Fractal, or sorry, not Fractal. Facet is there. And you guys had sort of
just trying really hard to be a team captain, and it's still
and
trying to figure out how to do that.
Expressing mostly frustration at that whole thing. And So yeah, you've got Facet looking traumatized, or well, kind of half traumatized, like she's, let's just say, fragile right now. And Caleb, you guys had just kind of had like sort of a shouting match.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to reconnect my camera for me, because you broke it.
Hi.
Please reconnect my camera for me. You broke it, and I want to.
Silas is doing an incredible job at picking
not
up on
connected.
what everyone's feeling.
I've been trying for
Is
5
he?
minutes.
Yes.
No, it's not. No, it's
All right.
100% right.
So conversation.
Hello.
Zoomed in on her and just like.
was so good.
That was great.
Dingo said, in comparison, this one's Solanke. I said it's
We
so
know-
large. Silently.
So the first thing, I don't know if Doyce can still hear me. The first thing I want to do is go over to Facet and be like, all right, listen, if we're going to get the weird time shit to stop, I'm going to need you to help us find our friend.
Find. Oh,
Fractal.
Fractal.
He for a moment pauses and is proud of himself for using the team name, his code name, instead of his actual name, because he's really bad about that.
Hang on here. I'm sorry. Hang on here just one second. Every time I walk out of the room, I'm losing you guys, and I don't want to lose what's going on here. So just give me 1 second. I gotta fix something for my daughter.
Okay.
My newest coffee mug.
Is that alien? Nice.
It's a xenomorph Rorschach. It's
Oh, nice.
Amazing.
Really cool.
yeah.
That's stupidly cool. That's awesome.
I'm just choosing which ridiculous hat Perry's wearing.
Mm.
I don't know if it's Trilby or Fedora or definitely not Fez.
Can I show you guys the wall decorations I got finally for my computer room?
You-
I have to show
It's
you
not.
this.
It's not that grimdark castle.
That's Castle Ravenloft.
Oh
No. No. Hang
Oh,
on.
Sorry, I broke her webcam and she had to fix it.
Hang on. Let me turn off my green screen because you can't see any of the crap that's on here.
All right.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, that's dope.
That's
nice.
huge. I
Right?
love it.
Is that
Yeah,
11 by
it's all-
17?
Oh, it's a size.
It's a big one.
I just found it.
It's a
So it's
size.
all wooden. Like it's all wooden.
Oh wow.
I also have a Captain America and a Hulk one.
I like that. It's a size. It exists in physical space.
Don't ask me about measurements. Of things.
Caleb,
I'm bad at that.
your phone is ringing. Nobody has that number except for people that should have the number. You hardly ever get spam calls, but you do not recognize the number of the person who's calling.
I okay. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna answer the phone and be like, "Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?"
About halfway through that,
Perfect.
you say that about like right at the very end of it, you start getting a. I mean, I'm assuming Caleb would probably think of it this way, but you get a fax machine scream.
AOL.
Oh, it's like whenever someone's trying to call, like, put a fax through to a phone number and answer it. It's
Yeah.
the fax, like, it's like the dial-up tone of, like, because I've had it happen to me before.
Yeah,
The
It's
worst.
not good.
having a fax machine call your phone. Like,
I'm gonna stare at my phone. Help! Someone help!
what is it? Can I?
Um,
What is it? Oh,
just gonna hold the sound up to like everyone.
somebody's
What
fax
does
machine.
that mean?
Somebody's fax machine is calling you.
So it's
Why?
a fax machine in this time.
What's a fax machine?
It's
Uh,
a machine that spits facts.
Hey, listen, I am like 4 years older than you guys. Don't tell me you don't know what a fax machine is.
I know what a fax machine is.
I feel like that's something that was never necessary for me to learn.
This is Facet talking to you guys saying this. Like, I'm 4 years older than you guys. Don't tell me you know what a fax machine is.
Mitzi's like, I know what a fax machine is.
So
They
they,
have fax machines in Asheville, North Carolina.
My grandpa had records too. What's your point? Yeah.
I loud noises.
yes.
Oh,
Do
how
you
do
have?
we fix it?
Do you ever get?
Hang up.
I'm assuming you. Yeah, just hang up.
Hang up.
Yeah, it's somebody's got your number and is trying to fax you.
What does that mean? Are they
They
trying
send-
to educate me?
No,
I'm
they send you
confused.
like a document, but they send it over the phone lines and it prints out.
Oh my god.
like a PDF. What?
Wait, so you don't know what a fax machine is either, so I'm not alone on this.
No, I'm very
Okay.
confused.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go over here and sit down on that couch and lapse into obsolescence while you all figure out what's going.
I know what that means.
Is that like an email?
The machine call. I want you to picture a fax machine like a printer that's hooked up to a phone line. Okay, it calls
What's a
Okay.
phone line? They're
a landline.
they're not connected to anything. And he holds up his phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm with him.
All right.
What are y'all talking
I'm
about?
gonna back up. I want you to imagine it like this. It's a
Okay.
printer. It's connected to the internet. It's
Yeah, all
sending.
printers. Wireless printers have been a thing for years.
It's
Yeah,
connecting.
It's called Wi-Fi.
It's connecting straight to what it thinks is another printer using its phone number. So the printer's connect, and it's sending the data as a pure data stream to what it thinks is another printer, but instead it's your phone
Why
I'm
does it
gonna
think?
blow up.
Why does it think my phone is a printer?
because it somebody gave it that number and it's using that number to send the data because it got the number wrong.
Printers
So
don't have phone numbers.
these
Yeah.
used to have phone numbers.
Oh my god.
And some of them still do. If you want to actually know what it is, you can get an app and download it, and it'll show up what the thing is sending in like an image. Usually it's a document. People will fax.
Why don't they email it to me? I have an email.
Or text a JPEG.
Yeah, I'm very.
There are
confused.
many reasons why that is not happening right now.
That seems like very outmoded technology.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's why you haven't heard of it, you child.
Okay.
To be fair, I've heard of it just because my great grandma doesn't want to use cell phone. She uses a.
Does she have a fax
Online.
machine?
I think we had one like when I was a kid.
Oh, so this is like something from like the 1930s. Y'all have to understand that one of my favorite things to do is like make my wife think that I don't know anything about anything. It's
Yeah.
one of my most cherished brands of comedy.
I'm
I
gonna
could
be
do this all day.
100% honest. I feel like Silas and Caleb are having a bonding moment right now.
I heard this a couple days ago, and it made me extremely happy because I have also said the same thing. I've been trying to convince my kids that bet is just short for you betcha. And
I mean, you're technically not wrong, but like that's not what it was.
now
you're
when
not
people
right
say bet, what
either.
they're really saying is you betcha, and they hate it. That was one of the things that makes my daughter sing that song. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. You betcha. You betcha.
I once told my wife that if she filled the ice tray with hot water, it wouldn't freeze when she put it in the freezer, and then just watched her brain melt in real time. I like saying stupid things to sound stupid because it's funny.
It is funny.
That's
can't
a
tell.
phone call.
I can't tell how much of this is you amusing yourself and how much of this is you literally not knowing things. None of those answers are comforting to me at all. Somebody's trying to fax you. It's either a mistake or somebody's legitimately trying to fax you. Probably not. It seems unlikely that anybody would want to send you a fax. If you really want it to go away, the machine is, and your phone starts ringing right about then, and when you it's the same number, and you're like, the machine is set to auto retry. if you want it to go away, it's not going to stop until it gets the thing. So if you download an app, it'll receive it and talk to it and pull whatever it's. This is
So
somebody's trying to
I'm gonna
fax you or
go-
something.
I'm gonna open the App Store on my phone and I'm gonna type in FACTS.
No.
Oh no.
Fax. F-A-
Machine.
No. She's like looking over her shoulder. She's like, I hate FAX. 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 I don't know why. See, right?
FAX.
Fax
It's
fax to PDF, right? That one will work.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna download the fax to PDF.
Don't overemphasize the X. Don't oversay it. It's not. You sound.
That's what it is.
Just say fax. Don't say fax. Don't do that.
But there are two different things that sound the same. I gotta differentiate them somehow. You keep saying fax and fax. I don't know which one you're talking about. Just somebody randomly in like a closet in the base hiccups. That's all I can think.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna download the PDF thing now.
Cool.
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 Do I have to wait for them to call again?
Yes.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
just gonna.
it's gonna ask for permission to access your phone. You need to give it permission to access your phone.
Got it.
Okay. Cool.
There it is. Hit the thing. I hit allow.
Good job. It's gonna take if it's more than like a page, it's gonna take several minutes to get to take the information.
Jesus. All right. Well.
Just leave it. It's probably just don't make
Silas, do you have a kitchen in here?
Silas.
You're muted, Silas.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the DoorDash. My bad.
Meanwhile, in modern technology,
Yeah.
you could fax them an order. Did you know that?
Oh my God! Stop it. So, is Perry sending this? Do we know?
I don't know. Caleb is asking if there's a
Is there a kitchen?
kitchen.
Oh yeah, of course. We got the whole deal. And he kind of like motions that way, and you go in, and the kitchen is actually like, it's actually like a really long kitchen with an island and stuff, and there's actually like new appliances and everything, and like it's actually like a full setup. And he goes, "Yeah, I had Oya put that in because I figured that if you were gonna be down here, that you'd want to, have fun with it."
Pretty. I love you.
Hey, bud.
I'm gonna start cooking. I don't even know what. I'm just gonna start making things.
That's fair.
And I'm gonna leave my phone open with Facet and walk away.
So what do you? Okay. Why am I holding his phone? Why is he going to the kitchen? What? I thought you wanted to solve. Okay. What do you want me to look for? Who am I? You want me to find Fractal? You don't
Yeah.
know where your teammate is?
He does a thing where he goes off and Fractal's doing Fractal stuff, and so like we don't really know exactly where he is, and he's kind of specializes in time fuckery, which is kind of what's going on. And so I feel like if he doesn't,
Her
even
eyes
if he's
kind of
not
get a little
directly-
bit big when you say the time fuckery thing, because she's like, "Do you think he had something?" I mean, Rook thought it was you guys. Is it you guys? Is it
I
not
don't-
you guys but him?
I don't know. I really don't. I'd like to know. I hope it's not. But either way, I think that he might know something about it, or at least be able to help make it stop, because this is kind of his area of expertise. As you can see, technology is not exactly my strong suit, because I'm still trying to figure out what a fax machine is. But he might be able to help us out.
I have a picture. I have a video playthrough of Discs of Tron, but I don't yet have a picture of Perry. This is unacceptable.
Don't rush me.
He's working from his phone. It's gonna be a little slow.
It's weird how you were holding it. You look like you're like actually like playing like an old Coleco What was that football game that they had back then? Jesus, I played this shit out of it.
Oh God, I know exactly what you want because my cousin never wanted to play his unless I wanted to play it, and then it was the only thing he wanted to do, and I was like, God damn it! And anyway, bleep, 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 bleep.
I can't not use this. So Facet, now known as Faxit, is
Dingo.
Thank you, Dingo.
Dingo once again with the zingers. Crushing it.
Dude, I'm so happy right now.
She's okay. So, have you? I mean, you've tried all the regular ways to get a hold of him. So, what do you? Okay. Have you got some kind of? He does time stuff.
Yes.
Because we got a database I might be able to get into from here.
I got one here. Oya's set up the whole thing, and he points over, and there's actually like this huge, like computer mainframe with a bunch of screens. And it's like the Dark Knight where he has like all the screens and whatever.
I've been watching to Andrew's what we were talking about earlier. I've been watching Torchwood, and the computer person in there has this like rack thing over. It looks like a 3D printer. Like it's this big, and there's like 9 screens on it, and she never uses any of them. They're all just running this weird futuristic screensaver. There's no reason for any of them. Anyway, that guy's playing Galaga over there. He didn't think anyone noticed, but we did.
So good.
All right, so she kind of goes over. She looks down at the phone. She just, you got it. The fax is just garbage. Don't worry about it. It'll stop now. And she's like, okay, I'll see if I can find. There's a database of like, it looks like a fax of a scan of a old printout. It's nothing. And she's like, okay, we got a database, and there's also a news one too of all the places that there've been like incidents of the what'd you call it, time fuckery, where people have been having episodes and stuff like that. So I can look for that and see if there's any that have happened that aren't causing problems. I don't even know. He's not at his. Have you tried just calling him where he lives? I mean, you guys are like 12. Has he shown back up at middle school or wherever the hell you guys are all at?
He hasn't been at school in a
We
couple.
also have him in at school because it's the winter break.
Oh, fine.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Winter
In character. It's been a lot.
It's been okay. Why don't you call him, and I'll see what I can find.
All right.
Okay.
I dial his number and I put it on speaker.
God damn you.
Damn you for doing the thing I told you to do.
I'm gonna yell back in from the kitchen. Facet, are you a vegetarian?
So the voicemail message, it goes to voicemail. Do you leave a message? Are you going to wait through this message that Perry, whatever Perry's greeting is?
I think I'm going to like imitate the fax noise and be like, if that was you, call me back. I'm a little pissed off right now. And hangs up.
So the message, this is important. The message is not Perry saying anything. It is a text to speech that says, "Hello, this is Perry. It is very important that you leave a detailed message about what you need. I am not available, but I will find you if you leave a long, detailed message about what you need. It needs to be long and detailed."
Okay, so that changes things.
Okay.
Um,
Although you could start off with that thing going, ah, if that was you, you're pissing me off. Like you could start with that. That's totally fine.
I don't know what's pissing him off when it was calling me.
So he answers his phone. He says, "This is Birthright, and this message is for Fractal. The time is 2:44 p.m. on January 13th, because I guess it's winter break.
Yeah.
December 13th, whenever it is. We miss you, bud. First of all, we do genuinely. But also like there's like real shit we need your help with. Because the time thing is stuck in a loop, and people are getting memories of other time things that we're not sure exist. And Aegis and Rook are both thinking that we're doing it, and we're not doing it. I don't know if you're doing it. I hope you're not doing it. But either way, you are probably the only person that we know who might be able to help. So if you could show up at these coordinates and speaks the latitude and longitude of the base as soon as humanly possible, so we could get this shit under control, that would be much appreciated, sir.
Silas.
Yeah.
As soon as he says "much appreciated, sir," I want to scream as loud as I can. I made mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, and Caleb made mac and cheese. Revenant made mac and cheese.
I need you somewhere in the midst of this. Well, actually, whatever. It doesn't really matter when you do it, but I need you to roll freak.
All right.
I think this is freak. I believe this is freak. Feels like freak to me.
Feels like a big ass miss to me.
Woof.
Feels
Woof.
like.
Woof. Okay. Mark potential.
Well, I think that's a level, is it? Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Hey.
You're trying to figure out where fractal is. So did you start off with the whole like the shrieky fax machine stuff?
I don't. I think yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, all right, just curious. So you hang up. You like it's like I'm done. I left as detailed as message as I can. So call us back. You hang up and like about 10 seconds later your phone rings. You have the number. The number comes up ID'd as Aegis.
Oh, hate that. Pick up the phone. House of Seven Wonders, number 5 speaking.
Hello, Birthright. I was wondering. We were wondering. The agency was wondering if you.
I would love to know who we is, starting with you.
I'm Agent. Oh shit! What was the name I gave you guys? Goodall. This is Agent Goodall.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Agent Goodall. I was instructed to reach out to the team to see if they could come in for a debriefing on the events of earlier today.
So here's the thing about that. Which events? Because some of them happened and some of them didn't happen, even though we remember them happening.
Yes.
You kind of. Yeah.
I am.
Can Mitzi overhear this? Is it like this on speaker? Or do you
Yeah.
I'm putting everything on speaker because Silas is trying to stay transparent with the rest of his team.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. So everybody's got all this stuff. So Mitzi, you've got telepathy. You can have an additional conversation with everybody while this is going on.
Yeah, and
I would hate that personally, but
Oh yeah, Silas
she's
hates
like,
it.
then she like messages Silas. She's like, "You don't need to work with them. Why are we even like taking this call? Like, I don't need to work with them."
Yeah. So, ma'am,
I like how Silas is rubbing his temples while he's trying to talk to me.
So yeah, there's just a lot of voices coming in right now. There's a lot of like timelines and whatnot.
No, I get it. It's very confusing for me personally too.
Yeah, I think that we're on track to figure this out, and we're the kind of people that if you sidetrack us, it's really hard to get back on track. And so while we're on the track, I want to stay on the track. And then as soon as we get this sorted out, which will be soon, if you give us the room to do what we can do, then we'll come in and we'll chat about it. We'll figure it out. We'll have some coffee, whatever.
In the comic panel that says like we're the kind of people that could be easily sidetracked when we're working on stuff, and we need not to be. There's another box in there. Narrator. That's what's called meta commentary. Well, my supervisors really wanted you to come in possibly, but I'm just saying they may be in touch if you aren't. They may be in touch in the future. I'm
okay. See, the future talk, hate it. Right now, not great. Ixnay on the future
Can
talk.
I say soon? I'll say soon.
Can we establish one timeline first?
Hang up.
All right, we'll be in touch. Bye.
But I did, and like she.
All right, listen.
She's like, I didn't even give you the, and it cuts off.
I'm sure that was important. Anyway, all right, team. This is our chance to be a team and to figure this out on our own.
This is our chance to do Perry stuff. Fuck.
Here's the thing. I know that like there's been the whole Aegis thing and there's been the whole Exemplars thing, but I'm putting my trust in you guys because everything that we succeeded at because we worked out as a team, and that's what I want to do.
I'm gonna come out of the kitchen with mac and cheese for everybody.
We can make that so fast.
When was the last day? It's instant.
No, it's not.
It's all. Oh my god.
He would never. Are you kidding?
He would never. Not even Annie's. Come on.
No. So
Annie's
this is important.
It just slapped.
Because Facet didn't answer me when I asked if she was vegetarian. So there are 3 small bowls with toppings. One is shredded chicken. One is seitan bacon, and then there's broccoli. Silas, I hand him a steak mac and cheese. Hand that to him, and then I have a.
How long was this conversation? Oh my god.
This is Caleb. I use magic. Okay.
Leave a detailed message, and we cut back into it 3 hours later. Anyway, that's everything that's happened since the last time we saw you. And Caleb has the mac and cheese ready, and apparently steaks. So I'm gonna go. Yeah.
And then Mitzi's is chorizo mac and cheese.
Oh man, I love chorizo so much.
Right. I'm gonna hand that.
Trading bowls.
You guys are just gonna be. I assuming you're sharing. So
I love that you guys hand it to the both. You just swap
Joke.
without saying anything.
That's the other one. I don't know if you were a vegetarian, so I made you 3 sides. There you go. I'm gonna eat mine.
I'm not like a practicing vegetarian. I show up on game days. That's it. Give me the chicken. It's good. Okay, so I don't know where he is.
Flexitarian.
Flexitarian. I don't know where he is. I do know the last time that I know that he was around was when you guys got announced by the Exemplars.
Right.
Okay.
Earlier today.
Right.
What's this? Jesus.
Yes. It's been a long. What time is it in game, by the way? Like what?
I was just like, this is like Dragon
Late.
Ball Z.
It's late.
7
It's like 9.
episodes where the world's gonna end in 5 minutes.
It's like 9:00 at night. Okay. There have been there've been like over a dozen incidents with the damaging reality thing. Over a dozen that have been reported that most people seem to know about. Our intel at Rook said that there were at least a dozen more. Most of those involving. Well, we knew about them because they involved some of us. Those were all since. They all have happened since you were in space and did the space thing that was in the news. They all happened since then. They all started about 2 weeks after you got back from space. There have been 2 additional. Usually they're spread out several days apart, but there have been 2 that happened just today. And one of them was the one that where we were.
Right.
No one's seen your friend since he was at the event. Do we remember where the hell did Perry go tearing off to? At the end of the like the whole like now presenting the team.
I think he went off to talk to somebody. I don't remember who it was.
And I actually imagine the three of you like, where the hell did Perry say he was going after we were done on stage? And Mitzi was
He
like,
wasn't actually there for the game, so like.
oh, right. But I feel like I had him say something.
Which tracks, because if Perry was distracted, he wouldn't remember either.
He wasn't there for that one, but he was there, and then he would have been back to his place. And
Yeah, I
now,
think
granted, it's only been like 6 hours. Have you? I mean, the last time you saw him was literally this afternoon. Have you checked on his house? Is he just there?
For 5 weeks, and it's 6 hours later in the game.
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yes.
To be fair, 1 week we didn't play.
To be fair.
1 week we didn't play.
Fair.
But 5 weeks, 1 hour per session. Yeah, that tracks. It's been a lot.
I don't even
Been
know
a
where he
while.
lives. Do any of y'all know where he lives?
Caleb does.
I do know where he lives.
Is he the kind of person who would get like just wrapped up in something and not answer his phone?
I'll be right back.
You think?
I'm just gonna go to Paris and just leave.
I love how the person who can't fly is like, I'm gonna go.
He can kind of fly ish.
He kind of fly.
He can kind of throw himself into the air.
I mean, should we all go?
You have food to eat.
Does bad stuff happen to you when you guys split up?
Bad
No, I
stuff
got-
happens to us no matter what.
I kind of knew the answer to the question. I mean, all right. Perry's doing Perry's place.
We have 80s Perry now.
Oh, we do have 80s Perry?
Thanks for doing the little cutout. That's cool. And you can still just, I like that angle. You can still just get the edge of the
Fanny
fanny
pack.
pack.
Okay,
It's a good look.
I
I
got
really wanted to be mod in high school. I just couldn't afford it. Well, I could afford some pretty slick. There were a couple of like.
Dude. The fact that you spend your entire time in Aladdin's castle is fantastic. This makes me so happy.
I mean,
My God.
I only go to Aladdin's castle because the TA kicks me out of the computer lab.
We gotta save this. Okay, so
I feel like the year that this is, though, he probably wouldn't have docks. He'd be wearing like Nikes.
I like how
But
his docks aren't
that
exactly black; they're like blue
Yeah.
because they're
All
so
right, I'm
black.
gonna
They're
go
blue.
take the dog out real quick.
Okay.
The bubblers.
Okay. 80s, 90s. My goodness gracious me. It's very important.
Yeah, 80s, 90s. That works. That works.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're thinking your choices, but no, I'm gonna stick with that.
It
If good.
absolutely works. It absolutely works. That is. It's good stuff. Right
I
there.
absolutely love. There's many things I love about this. I love that the only punctuation mark that Perry uses is an interrobang. It's literally the only.
What am I
You
missing?
just
I missed
you filled it
something.
up with intero. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the because I've got my little and I love that it's written in like basic too with the line numbers.
Mhm.
And I love that Zhao Da's name means little big. There's so many things I love about this.
Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong thing. Okay. There. Beautiful. 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 Love it. Love all of it. Wow. That is a crew right there. All right. Back to Perry's place. Back to Perry's place.
I forgot about mutter.
Mutter, mutter,
I
mutter,
just
mutter.
scrolled
Yeah.
up and saw that.
Oh, it's just a permanent
I
part
forgot
of
about
the thing. He's still got the blueprints for Birthright's suit that he jet suit that he used one time.
And what we
Yeah.
what we
My
have
bad, didn't mean to get powers.
what he actually
I mean, it doesn't mean somebody else couldn't use it.
what he actually had in there after the suit was, and I don't have a good face. I need a face for this, but it was like the sort of androgynous, generic female hologram face that he was using to talk to Dr. Infinity's memory core. He
It's
had
like Madame Leota in a crystal ball, so it's a head in a jar kind of thing.
but like floating
Right.
in the bubble, right? So Caleb,
Yes.
you get over to Perry's place.
And it's locked, but you know where the spare key is, and the spare key opens the little lockbox. You have to know where that's hidden to get to the hidden lockbox that has the actual key that gets you into the door. So it's like a
it is locked, and you kind of remember. Okay, he explained all this to me. I'm gonna go through, and it's like freaking point and click adventure. Go to the thing and come back over here, do the thing, and it gets me this key, and over that key.
That's exactly how my dad hides spare keys for everything. That's exactly.
Wow.
So that's why that happened.
Wow.
Yes. For just one key.
You get the door open, and the place has been trashed. There has clearly been, and not like Perry wasn't paying attention to things trashed, like the bunk is tipped over on its side, like it's gone over and it's like against stuff on the far wall. Like the projector is still there, like the little hologram projector, but it's like it's fallen off the desk and is kind of like on it. It's sitting cockeyed on the chair, on the rolling chair, so that it's laying on its side and it's projecting the little globe hologram thing. But what it's showing inside of the hologram is file not found or source not found. What else? All of his regular clothes are here, so it doesn't look like you don't see the suit around or anything like that, but it definitely looks like there's a whole lot of stuff but somebody took the time to close up afterwards thinking, whatever. So it wasn't like they just left the door hanging ajar, but
I'm gonna check to see if the hologram head thing is plugged into anything.
Assess the situation?
Sure.
Yeah. Why don't you do stuff? Why don't you do stuff? With your superior of -2. Might not be the best person to analyze all this information. Who knows?
Guilty. Yes.
Yo.
Oh, and guilty. Oh, shit.
Shit's fucked up, yo.
Caleb panics.
So here's the thing. I actually I know exactly what's gonna happen if he's gonna lose his mind. Just so we're clear, no matter what happens.
Okay. All right. That's fair. We know that that's true.
Okay. -4.
Rolling a -4. I mean, that is
Oh.
so close. It only read as a -3, weirdly.
Maybe you can only get a -3.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, it caps at -3.
Four.
You want to use team
I-
selfishly?
Yes, absolutely. But I have to remember how to do that
Let me
specifically.
go to the. We'll go to the moves. When you can act at the. You can also spend team to act selfishly. When you act selfishly, say how your actions ignore or insult your teammates. Remove one team from the pool and shift one label up. We can't shift the label that's
can't.
affected. Yeah, there's no way you
Yeah,
can
I
do it for
can't.
this.
Um.
So you're kind of.
So
Is there no way we can help? Or
You
I'll
could
step out,
call.
I don't know
I
what
mean, there's
happened.
no reason you can't just call everybody and say, like, say what's up.
do we still have? Do you still have the psychic link up?
I mean,
Would
I
you have
haven't
kept the
dropped
link
it.
up? Would you have kept the link up when he ran off to go check on Perry?
I don't
I
think
mean,
she thought
actually-
of dropping it, so.
Yeah.
Probably. Like, cool.
You
So
could also
she's
just
gonna be
call.
here.
You've got your phone. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have my phone. Facet has my
Facet
phone.
would have given it back to you before you left.
That doesn't mean Caleb would have grabbed it.
That's
He's
fair.
not that.
That's fair. He like halfway at the phone. She's like, "Take your phone." Like,
I'm gonna. So you
He
get
does
to
take his
decide what's
phone.
gonna
She
happen.
definitely like sends him a message, like keeps the link open.
okay,
Okay.
yeah. So
She's
Facet
gonna-
hands you Caleb's phone. Like, I don't actually
Don't
want.
need that.
Well, I know you don't need it, but I don't want it
Just put it on the table.
next to the fax machine. What is wrong with you guys? Embrace
The fax machine
technology. Anyway, okay.
Missy is going to hear like Caleb's thoughts, and he's just gonna go. Someone's gonna get their fucking legs broken. I swear to God. Oh yeah, psychic thing. Somebody fucking trashed Perry's apartment, and he's not here, and none of his shit's all broken. Everything's trashed. I'm gonna. If somebody hurt my friend, I'm gonna break their legs. I'm gonna break all of their legs. I don't care if they have 10
okay,
of them.
Okay, Caleb.
Yes.
He's not there. You know what? Hold on. And I think she's like, I could probably just try to cyclically try to find Perry.
Do you need to psychic eyes me to see what's going on in here?
No. She's like, shush, hold on. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
find Perry.
Are you gonna spend 10 to help him actually make heads or tails
Is
of what's
psychic
going on?
eyes a verb or is it a verb and a noun?
What is he trying to do? Like, what?
He's trying to assess the situation. He has a
Oh
6.
yeah,
It's
she,
like,
she can definitely like try to like.
what do
open
you
up his
like?
brain a bit.
What is about? What's trash? Like, even just asking the questions that he has to go and answer would probably help him. Because right now he's just like
Yeah.
anger
Like, okay, calm down.
and guilty. We'll say it's mostly guilty. You're just feeling bad that you weren't here for Perry, and apparently he got abducted while you weren't paying attention to your friend.
Yeah.
We can figure this out.
Okay.
Just like breathe and like
Okay.
open up your brain. Just
Perry's
quiet your mind for a
Plugged
second.
into an air-gapped matrix somewhere.
Quiet the mind.
As soon as you say quiet the mind, you just hear like random songs playing in the back
Good
of
enough.
his head.
It's good enough. That's quiet enough.
Like,
And,
California, Uber.
and she's gonna just like dive in and like.
Okay. You can ask a question off the assess the situation thing, Caleb. And you are maybe you're unleashing your powers, or you could burn. You have a lot of conditions, don't you?
well, here's
No,
the thing.
I don't have a lot of conditions.
Are you?
Oh yeah, okay.
Are you just spending team to help me like
Get up
it
to a 7. Yeah,
Like-
get to a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna do something
Okay.
else afterwards, but like I'm helping you right now with
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
She's doing. She's got another thing, but for right now, it's
another thing on my sleeve.
up my brain sleeve.
My
Okay. So the question I'm gonna ask is, what here can I use to find Perry?
Oh.
It says, what here can I use to blank?
Ooh. Okay.
Such a good move.
I love my team.
What's that? Assess the situation, or just that question is a good move?
Oh, asking that specific question.
Yeah, that was a good.
That's a good play. I like it.
Green.
That's good stuff. What here can I use to help find Perry? Okay. The platform that generates the hologram thing, you get that kind of set back up there, and there's like a big slot on the front. It's like a really really big SD card slot is what your brain like goes with.
It's a floppy disk, isn't it?
It's not a flop. It's actually not a floppy disk. It's like a mini disk slot.
Oh, like a zip disk.
Close enough.
Are you talking about a
But-
laser disc?
No, I'm talking like a mini disc.
No, laser discs are the big ones. I'm thinking like the GameCube disc.
Look up mini disc. I'm going to make you do it because it's literally hurting my heart that I didn't think this was like old technology, but mini discs are basically like laser discs, but the size of like they're like 3 inches across.
Smaller than a floppy.
They're smaller than the floppy.
All of my sound designs were on them because they're great. I love them.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen The Matrix? When he opens up
Yes.
the book and gives the thing to the guy at the very beginning,
It's a mini
Yes.
disc. Yeah, when he opens up the thing and the guy gives him like
Got it.
$200 and he hands him a thing, it's a mini disc. Or yeah, mini disc.
Got it.
I'll be right back.
So, but yeah, basically zip disk sized, Andrew, like the size of a zip. So it's like that is weird, but yeah, and it's empty. The light underneath of it keeps blinking, and when it blinks, you hear like a on the inside for a second, and then it shuts off. And a few seconds later, it's like trying to get to something, but not finding anything. There's actually a couple of discs on the counter that look like they would fit, and you pop one in, and you get the rotating old design for birthrights thing, and like, okay, well that wasn't what was in there, but okay, cool.
Not helpful.
Somebody took something from here. If I was Perry, okay, when Frank comes back, I'm going to cut back to you because I want an answer from Frank to give me a hint on if I was going to use something here to find Perry, what would I use? That's a really good question. Or maybe Mitzi works like sort of a psychic bloodhound.
I mean, that's what I was gonna plan to do. Like, actually, I was gonna like try to because she knows
Like Cerebro.
Perry's
him.
brainwaves. She knows Perry's like
Yeah. So you need like something with Perry's brain signature all over it.
yeah. So she's probably gonna like pretty much like do that. Is like while Caleb's searching around, is like eyes roll back or eyes turn purple and like she'll like try to-
Antenna.
You can play. Okay, so yeah, and you kind of use his presence there, right in the middle of Perry's place, as being like, I'm going to use that to get like his resonance. So
Yeah.
the answer is be a conduit for Mitzi.
Done. I can do that. I can stand here and look pretty.
So you can take a +1 on this because you're using his answer from assess the situation.
That's my
So that gives a
point.
+1 under your roll for unleash your powers.
+1. 11.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Now I desperately need Perry to get back here.
What is Silas doing while all this is
Yeah, what is
happening?
this is going? This is a good question. They're doing team
Well,
stuff. They're all
Silas-
kind of spread out. But
Silas was gonna try and have a conversation with Mitzi, but then Mitzi started talking to Caleb, and he's like, "Oh wait."
well, you had time while he was still going over there and stuff. You guys, we could do a little backfill there.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Because I have a hard stop at 2, so I'm not taking a break. So we should like just sneak away.
I got you.
No, that's fine because I can go. That means I can be right back.
Cool. So yeah, so Silas would at some point pull Mitzi aside and be like, "Hey, I know today's been kind of crazy. there's a lot of stuff going on, but I wanted time for us to kind of talk about what happened and how you're feeling and stuff.
I mean, like,
Fractal, or not Fractal, Facet is like very, very pointedly not listening and typing
No, I've made a
super
point to get
loudly over the, yeah, like
step away from Facet.
she's not paying any attention to you guys on purpose.
We're kind of down another hallway.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think she's like,
I'm listening. I'm just not there.
Did my leaving cause an official break?
No, you're good.
Nope.
We're
No,
just
no.
doing Silas
Yeah.
and Mitzi. You're doing a thing.
I think she's like, I mean, I tried to bring it up to you earlier, but you were so focused on this time stuff that, like, felt really dismissive. And that hurt. And, yeah, I don't know, like, I'm confused.
I hear you.
What are you trying to ask? Like, what are you?
Well,
It's
first
about
of all,
you, like,
first of all, I'm sorry that it came across as dismissive. Trust me, I wanted to talk about it, but fixing the space-time continuum seemed to take precedence at the time. But it is something that's important to me to talk about with you, and I know that like stuff happened in the heat of the moment, and I know that sometimes after that happens, when feelings start to kind of settle in, it might it can get a little messy if we don't figure it out and figure out where we're going from here. And so I just wanted to check in with you, and I wanted to let you know that like I didn't just forget about it. It wasn't a thing that just didn't mean anything to me. It meant a lot. And if it's something that after the fact you're having different feelings about, we can navigate that together.
I mean, I did, but I wish it happened under different circumstances instead of being hastily done in a abandoned building.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
It was a little
After the
weird.
fact, we can address the fact that that was weird. But I just want you to know that whatever you want it to look like from here, I respect your boundaries. And if we need to set boundaries, we can. And ultimately, you know, whatever decisions we make, we're making them together, right?
Right.
All right. Is it weird for me to say that I love you? Because that's kind of how I think that's like the right thing to say right now.
Oh,
And if you're not ready to say that, that's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine. It just kind of came out. And yeah, so I'm gonna give you time to. Well, there's a lot going on right now, and I don't know. You can just yeah. Does the whole mind erasure thing work on yourself? Can you like self do that? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I just realized all my commentary on this was muted, and I'm so like.
He's commenting.
All right,
while
here,
this is happening.
let's.
No,
He goes.
the key part there was clarity take a powerful blow. I'm kidding, but
He goes. So kind of backpedaling. He goes. You know, let me just stop talking. Let me show you something. And
oh dear.
he kind of grabs Missy's hands and he takes her down this hallway that they're at, and there are 4 rooms off the west wing of this facility, and he opens the door to one that has a big C on it, and as you guys walk in, it's living quarters, but what you notice immediately is that the walls and all of the furniture and everything is completely white. And then when you look over, there is a stand with a bunch of paint buckets and a bunch of art supplies and stuff like that. And he goes, the first thing that I really noticed about you, and the first thing that just really made me fall for you, is how creative you are, and I wanted you to be able to make this space your own.
I think she's gonna like look and then like listen and just like she's been blushing since he said it, and like it's like not really having words or anything, and she's just gonna like if she was like Ari holding his hand, she's still holding it, and
Yeah.
she's like it's gonna be like
We need to find. Oh my God! Seriously, Frank? Oh my God!
I was like, this needs music. What could it be? Ah, shit.
Not that.
It's the slow version of "Take on Me" from Deadpool 2.
I need I just homework for me and Sean. We have to find better, not because of your character. We need different team, like triumph team moves. We need different team moves than the ones that you have.
Okay.
Like a different playbook. I have no problem with the protege type of thing, but the protege's team moves are not tracking for your thing.
I gotcha. I'll flip through it and I'll figure it out. 'Cause
See if
we
there's
could
another
even
set.
see what the beacon ones were.
Oh yeah, that might work too.
We'll see.
Yeah. Anyway.
But did Mitzi have anything else to say?
I think she's like I really appreciate it. It's really sorry, just all Tinko's thing. I'm gonna
I know.
I thank you for that, and thank you for liking. I don't know what to say. Like,
I'm a patient person, and just because we might be at different spots, and I know that that this is your first rodeo, so however long it takes, I'll wait.
I think, first of all, that was all awesome. I love every single part of it. I think it's important to contextualize the taunting that's happening in the chat to correct an error that I gave everybody. I said that Dingo's was from Australia because I knew the time zones were different. I've been corrected on that. They are actually from Scotland. I think it's important to know that these lines are being delivered to you in a Scottish accent because that adds a whole additional level of snark
Amazing.
that I think is very important.
Wait. So Dingo is actually just a Scottish mutt?
No. Not
Sorry.
Not much.
I had to.
Anyway.
and I think with that, Mitzi's gonna like kiss Silas and be like, "Thank you."
Oh.
Kind of comes in for it.
And right about then,
That's when all the
that's when Caleb is
Caleb's
like,
like,
I am gonna
"Shit,
break
calm down."
somebody's legs.
And I think that's when she pulls away. She's like, and like it's like,
it's 100%. It's like they're about to kiss, and then that happens, and he's
I think
like,
she
"God
is kissing.
damn it,
She's kissing him, and like that's when
Okay.
it comes in like while she's kissing.
You get
him.
it,
So she has to.
and you
pull,
have the
like,
network up. So Silas, you're getting a bit of this.
He's-
You're getting.
He still is like, "God damn it, Caleb."
Anyway.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. Forward back to.
Okay, so with the +1, I feel like there should be a comfort and support in there, but I also don't know if I really want to. We don't need to roll anything. It's an interesting thing because what you guys are doing, I almost feel like there should be a separate playbook just for the relationship, like a set of moves just for the poor bastards on the team who are actually in a relationship, because there's a whole extra thing. Actually, the Bulls love and rival thing.
I mean, I have the.
There might be some stuff going on there. I just realized that. But I don't know where that stuff is at.
I mean, I do. Mitzi does have the bull stuff.
Yeah, I just don't remember. I don't know if we wrote it down in here to say like what the things are toward them.
Oh, I have the sheet up. I can look
All right.
real quick.
See if there's anything there.
It's comfort and support stuff, honestly. Exactly one level one rival. You can change your level rival at any time, and the new subject under your affections are to stay in influence over you.
Yeah.
Plus, Wrecker would have had influence over Mitzi for a while, anyways.
Right.
Take +1 ongoing to any action that impresses your love or frustrates your rival. I believe I took friend
Mm-hmm.
correctly from my character sheet. Yeah, I did. When you comfort support your love or rival, mark potential on a hit. Your love or rival comforts you or supports you, mark potential when they roll a hit.
Well, you should have at least one potential from last session then, because I know that Solace did one of the comfort and support on you. That's worth noting. It's not a hugely important. I didn't know if there was any like little special like thing when you guys have moments. Moments. I will say, Silas, if you want to do a comfort and support, you absolutely could as part of all that because it certainly seemed very comforting. But
I mean,
I'm a little worried.
I wasn't
given
even in the
last time
scene,
this
and I feel
happened, but I'm
comfortable.
gonna give it a shot.
I was the one who rolled last time, and it went poorly, and
Yeah.
thus the internet.
your mundane is, I mean,
My mundane's at a 3. I just remembered.
yeah, your
so-
mundane is rocking right now. This seems like the kind of speech that would get rid of insecure.
for sure.
Well, that's kind of for Mitzi to say one way or
There
the
we go.
other,
That's a full
Yay.
hit. We love it. We love to see it.
but-
Good potential. Get rid of insecure.
Get rid of insecure. You don't have to. You could take another potential technically,
too late.
but too late.
Too
All right.
late. It's gone.
All right.
I think the Sean also, or
Yeah,
Silas also
something
did
happens
it.
with comfort and support when you get a 10 plus. You can also add team to the pool, or you can clear your own condition, which you don't think you have any right now. So we can throw another team in the pool. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Team in the pool. I did that wrong. I totally did that wrong. That is not how that
Second.
works. Yeah, you should do your thing.
Oh, no. Yeah. So that's when, while they're kissing,
A
he,
lot of
breaks
kissing.
in her brain and be like, "Hey, gonna break somebody's knees."
I'm gonna break somebody's legs off at the knees. Ugh.
Well, that's definitely ruins the mood.
It doesn't help that he's visualizing it.
Yeah.
So we should probably get over there, right?
No, we can do this from here. Hold on.
Okay.
That's when she like
and then
eyes turn purple.
so comforted. Don't worry, we can do it from here. He's like, okay, and like, oh, the zoom was perfect for that.
Oh, it's one of those. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's amazing.
Isn't that good? I love it. I love it. All right, so yeah, you get to roll. You're rolling freak. Add +1 because of the help from Caleb.
I rolled it.
Oh, you did? I didn't see.
It was 11.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I rolled it. It was fine. It was an 11. Whatever.
These kids deserve some good rolls today, man.
They do.
They're going through
Seriously.
it.
The
Not-
amount of shit.
Not to like. What the? Okay. All right, life is weird. All right. All right. Unleash your powers on an 11. Extend your senses. You want to find Perry. You find, okay. So, Perry, you've been lording your superiority over your kingdom, being all cool, rocking, I will say, this look, which I'll get down here. I got to get back to the Aladdin's castle. With your peeps.
Right on.
Doing this thing. Every day, it's been perfect. What first gave gave away the fact that this is just a simulation meant to trick you? And how long have you known?
It's got to be Zhao's behavior.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that I've allowed myself to go along with it because part of me believes that that part actually is doing work. It isn't just part of the simulation. So even though I know it is,
it's a simulation, but it does.
I want to believe.
It feels like,
even though I'm probably helping crack the hard drive for whoever the fuck stole it from my place.
It still feels like Dr. Infinity.
It'll be cracked. So yeah.
Yeah, it feels like Dr. Infinity.
Yeah.
And like you interacting. So it feels like them, and also there's the sense of like I'm going to play along and let them think they've tricked me.
Yes, exactly. And on day 3, I'm going to pull the piece of metal out of my old wound and pick the lock.
So
I love that nobody got that. Or maybe Andrew did, but...
Which one? I feel like I know the scene you're talking about, but I don't know the movie.
It's an incredibly dark movie called Polar.
I haven't seen
with,
it. It's not the one I'm thinking of.
Mads Mikkelsen. It's
well,
it's
dark.
fucked up.
A dark movie with Mads Mikkelsen. I am shocked.
I know, right?
Okay.
It's really good, but don't watch it with kids around.
Okay.
Or immature people.
Well, that too. Does that work with the...
Yeah, no, it absolutely. You've been focusing on Aladdin's castle because you know Aladdin's castle in the simulation has a fax machine in the back. And if it has a fax machine in the back and the simulation is strong enough, you should be able to use that to reach the outside world. This is the most technological location in the mall. So
yeah, because sharper image is bullshit.
Just in terms of like actual working technology and stuff like that.
Exactly. I don't want a fucking poorly magnetized kinetic sculpture. I want a goddamn line out.
All I want's a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
That was way too close. That was really good. That was really good.
Damn it, Bobby.
I'm not from Texas, but King of the Hill might as well have been set in South Dakota. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they knocked it out of the park.
Propane and propane accessories.
Boomhauer definitely exists here.
Oh, Jesus.
I've heard a few people talk to Boomhauer.
I tell you that there get on the internet, go on there and you 100 click.
What's fascinating is that Texas is so big. There's 2 different dialects. One's a twang and one's like a
like a draw.
Draw, yeah. Like in Southeast Texas, where my stepdad is, like he has a heavy like, oh, I don't really know about that, like sort of situation. When he goes to West Texas, it's like, oh, I can't do it off the top.
We got both kinds, country and western.
I'm reminded of Tubby, the guy who helped us, the good old boy who helped us move into our house in Roby, Texas, out there in West Texas, and I had just moved out from California in my Honda Civic and was moving all my crap in, and he was helping us all move in the same day, and I found out later that he looked at me and went, camouflage pants, earring in his ear, that boy is confused.
That is exactly how my first roommate in college dressed. Instantly, he was no camouflage pants and an earring.
Pigeonhole me, I dare you.
Yeah, from Central South Dakota. That was a whole thing. All right.
Yep. Andrew's light bulb went off.
What information are you trying to get to the team? Like, what information do you think that they need to be able to figure out what's going on?
I'm stuck in a well.
I know, but what useful information?
Can I just imagine like Harry sending a secret message to Caleb that is just like, Timmy fell down the well. I'm Timmy, and that's it.
It's me. I'm Timmy. You know how Voyager 1 has the pulsar map on the gold disc?
Uh-huh.
It's a map of where the fax symbol is coming from, but in like whatever unit, the unit of measurement that is like how far AC power can go over time. I don't know. Frank doesn't know what that is, but Perry like eats that for breakfast. And so it's a map of how to get to that terminal based off like the power grid, like the thing in the neighborhood that's disguised to look like a house. Oh wait, easy not thing. Sorry.
Bye.
That looked important.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Love you, bye. Oh, sorry. Who didn't know what mini discs were?
I didn't
Oh.
until you made the mention of the Matrix thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you for
Oh.
bringing them up, because I saved these when I emptied my storage unit a year and a half ago, and I've been meaning to bring them in from the truck ever since.
Dope.
Wow.
Small.
Yeah.
So
You can
good.
save the world with that thing.
Yep. So Sean, remember how we were talking about Strahd?
Yes.
So we finally talked to the couple that was like just not showing up regularly and like not saying anything till
Mhm.
time to start. And they finally are like, yeah, we don't really want to play anymore. And we're like, cool, no big deal, not a problem. So my DM was like, do you guys just want to make another character each, and then the two of you can just beat the crap out of Strahd? And I was like, I'm down. Let's go. So I made a I made a Warforged monk that my artificer built.
That's amazing.
Like,
That's so good.
so they're just like, that works out perfectly. So now he's gonna metal punch Strahd into the ground.
Hell yes.
I'm very excited for this. This is the first Warforged I've ever played.
They're so good. They're so much fun. I especially love the lore surrounding them in Eberron. It's so good. But also, I'm going to
Sorry,
use
I'm
any
back.
opportunity I ever get to talk about Eberron. So
Sorry, my neighbor just called me and was like, apparently both of their cars are dead simultaneously, and they're like, we just did an order from Shake Shack. Can we get a ride? And I'm like, you can have a car. I can't give you a ride, but I can give you a car. And that's how uneven my help. I cannot give you a ride. I am too busy. I will, however, give you a car.
it's amazing.
Wrong with that?
Yeah, whatever. I trust them with my kids. I'm pretty sure I can trust them with this 7-year-old Subaru.
It's the safest car on the
Awesome.
road. They'll be
Which
fine.
was in an accident 2 days ago as my daughter slid into the back of a pickup during a snowstorm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is she
Is
okay?
everybody okay?
Everybody's fine. It was the
Okay.
slowest accident of all time. She had time to watch it happen as she just.
That was at a Bob's Burgers where Tina's like, Tina, you're about to hit the only car in the parking lot.
Very slow. There's some damage. There's stuff we're going to have to fix, but it's not like the car runs fine. I went and drove it around this morning to make sure everything was cool and there wasn't like a shimmy or any weird kind of stuff. But yeah. Anyway,
I had a similar accident and then just very slowly slid through a T intersection into the ditch and into a telephone pole. And
yeah, that's we
yeah,
lost a
was able to
Subaru
get
that
out, but
way.
I had to get with my pry bar, get the bumper off of the wheel so I could drive home.
3
I
miles
lost
an
the
hour.
Subaru.
Yeah.
I lost
Three?
the Subaru by running it into a Jersey wall at 65 miles an hour.
Oh.
So.
My wife lost her first car that she ever owned because she didn't need one in New York. in Manhattan. So she got one when she got out here, and she was coming down an off ramp, and at like 3 miles an hour slid very slowly into like a turn sign or like a sign, road sign at the bottom of the hill. And all it did was crush in like the left front panel, like where the headlight was at.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmetic at best. Totally, absolutely totaled the car because it pushed the headlight back, and the car battery was right behind it. It cracked the car battery, and the battery acid from the battery dripped down onto the electronics panel for the whole car, and melted everything.
Like
And-
the worst luck.
Yeah, totally, absolutely totaled the car. For at like
Okay,
so
so this is fucking creepy, and this is just proof that they're listening at all times. I opened another YouTube tab to pull up this clip I was talking about, and one of the recommended videos is for Sony mini discs, which I've not typed in anywhere. We've just been talking about it. They're listening at all times.
okay. Thank
Hate
you.
it.
Yep. That. Well, we are live broadcasting right now,
I guess.
and it's it is
Still weirds me out.
probably closed captioning it. I mean, Dingoes, they're right across the street. I can go get it whenever I want to, or I can hold their kids hostage whenever they're over here. It was so nice when we had neighbors that moved in that actually had kids our age, because when we got here, everybody was like retirees in the area. Not everybody, but the people that were right nearby were like, their kids were all grown. And then kids moved across the street, and literally one of the oldest one was my youngest daughter's age, and the other one is, so we had kids to play with.
Do they take the pandemic as seriously as you do?
Yes.
That's important.
Yes. They're going to the same school too, which is helpful because we know that at least their vectors are the same in most cases. The husband got super, super sick like about a month into the pandemic. Absolutely sure that he had it. Like, he was absolutely rocked for like 3 weeks. He tested negative the entire way through. Never tested positive the entire time. And they went in like 5 or 6 times to get tested. And he never once tested positive. And nobody else in the house got sick. So weird. Yeah, plan B. Okay. Sorry for the distraction there. Okay.
So what I'm trying to describe is a map that, much like the gold record on Voyager 1, is completely obvious to the people who designed it.
Okay.
So like if I looked at a pulsar map, like unless I took, graduate astronomy, you know what I mean? But it's the equivalent of a pulsar map, but it's how to get to that terminal based on triangulating with the electronic, the electrical grid substations in the neighborhood.
Gotcha.
So completely obvious to Perry.
But luckily, you've got Mitzi, who right now, God help her, is in Perry's brain. All right. So Mitzi, what you get, you find Perry's brain, but you find it as though you're coming to it through a cloud. So you get no sense of location necessarily for where he is or what he's doing. You're so close, Dingoes. Man, you are so close. He is standing at the
threshold.
He's standing at the Pac-Man console, and he's just finished scratching
Dingoes?
No, not Dingoes.
Okay.
You are standing at Perry is standing at the Pac-Man, but he's like on the side, and he's just like right now with like a pen or something like that, or like a little penknife or something. He's scratching something into the side of the. My brain wants to say console, and that's not the right word for the whole wooden cabinet. The cabinet.
Cabinet, yeah.
Yeah. So, and he scratched something into the cabinet, but then he pulls down the sign that says high score, congratulations PDP, and he's going over and he's saying something. You hear him kind of like, no, I just want to send it to my folks so they know. And the guy's like, fine, it's got to be local. And he goes over and he feeds this thing into, it looks like a phone and it looks like a scanner thing.
Mitzi's seen a fax machine.
Oh, Mitzi's seen a fax machine? Is she just being
they
an
have one
ass
back
to
in-
everybody else? Oh,
No,
Grandma had one. Abuela
That
had.
one. That's why she also knows about landlines too.
Oh.
They exist.
Yeah.
There's actually still a landline at the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, he feeds this into a fax machine, and he's like, okay, and he punches in, and you see him scanning the thing. All right, 1 second. And like that's what you essentially get is like he's there in this place, and as he turns around, you see his friends waiting for him at the door, and it's you and Silas and Caleb all like dressed like fucking Halloween or something.
Like we just came out of the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. And that kind of thing. So you come out of this going, you know, kind of like where's Caleb's phone? Thing.
I think she's like as she's like fluttering, she's like Caleb's phone. Like she's still in front of Silas. She's like, I need phone.
So the scan in Caleb's phone is actually Caleb is the kind of person that seems like he has a password on it, and the screen lock is get a warrant.
Exactly what mine is.
That's what mine is too.
Yep.
Incredible.
Did we both have it, or did?
Well, we both have it. I
Yeah.
had it, and I was like, hey, that's my screen lock. Yeah.
I think she's like Mitzi's like, Caleb, I need your password for your screen, please. Your computer or your phone. Pocket computer.
He gives her the password to his computer.
I meant your phone.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to hang on.
Brain's not functioning. Need to sort. Okay, yeah.
It's an E chord, but in numbers.
It's actually 0526.
0526. Okay. The
His
numeric.
birthday?
Nope.
Okay.
That's his parents' wedding anniversary.
Aww.
Y'all forget that he's like, despite his punk rock thing, he's kind of like, he's basically just like, I love my parents. They're great.
Really?
Like,
The
The
whole
guy whose love language is baking is sentimental.
the whole thing.
shut up.
The whole thing.
He's-
The whole thing
he's
you
the
got from
suburban press punk who shows up to United Blood Fest pretending he's homeless, but actually has parents to go home to.
Give him a lunch for it every time.
the whole
Right.
the whole time that the whole thing you got from Perry's brain when you connected to him was like how he locked in the Pac-Man being important was him getting the high score, and like he's finishing up doing the run on level 255, and it switches over to level 256. And 256, the Pac-Man level glitches the whole right side because the game itself doesn't have enough memory to do 256 levels. So the right side of the screen glitches, and you have to just know what the layout is and still do all the moves and know where the ghosts are going to be in order to finish the game and get a perfect score, which is something like 3,000,001 or something like that. I don't remember what the perfect score is. But in order to do it, you have to be able to run the last map. And you see Perry doing all of that, getting it done, punching in PDP, and then going on the side and scratching something on the side of the cabinet, and and then there's another flash of him later getting the printout and saying, "Okay, I just need this for the thing." Days have gone by inside of Perry's brain.
I think Mitzi's like very confused. She's like, okay.
So the scan is the thing it says, one of the only Pac-Man machines with a perfect score. Aladdin's Castle, South Glen Mall. Congratulations, PDP. And then like it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Do we know
I
what?
think Mitzi's gonna look here like, where's Southland Mall?
That's the one
That's
where
the
you guys.
silence, yeah.
That's the one where you guys were at that video game at the Aladdin's Castle.
Oh, that's the actual mall in. Okay.
Yep.
She's gonna be like.
I don't know if you. I mean, it was the mall, and it felt like Aladdin's Castle. You don't know if you saw a Pac-Man there, but maybe.
I'm gonna look at the side. She's like, is there a machine.
I don't play old games.
I mean, I don't either, but like, is he at the mall?
It does kind of look like it. A little older though.
It's so
I don't know what
late.
that wallpaper is. It's so lame.
You took her to the mall to that Aladdin's for your first date.
Right. It's no, I was talking about the wallpaper because it's all 80s and stuff.
Oh, I thought you said being at Aladdin's
No.
castle was lame. Oh,
No, no.
It's like this is an interesting blind spot that Silas has.
Uh,
Oh gosh, what do we do? I'm just gonna message back, like she's gonna send it like a thought to Caleb. She's like, is in a mall in his mind. I'm just gonna do the about the guys. In a mall in his mind in the 80s, being Pac-Man, like glitches and like he said as a fax.
Now, some of what he said there does ring a bell because you've been to the Aladdin's there, Silas.
Yeah.
Back in the back, it's not plugged in anymore, but there is a Pac-Man cabinet on kind of a little, like it's raised up on the back, like almost like a little mini stage, and it's kind of roped off, and it has a thing on the side that says one of the only perfect score Pac-Man games that was ever played in this state or the nation, you know, right here, so on and so forth. Congratulations, PDP.
do you think we should maybe take a trip to the mall?
Is the mall even open right now? It's so late.
Does it matter if it's not?
It would be easy. It would be easier to get in.
Yeah.
If,
Like, legitimately, I don't. Do we care? Are we caring about that? Is that?
we broke into a school at one point.
We broke into a school run by Aegis.
Yeah.
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 I think we'll be okay.
Mall's probably
Like,
okay.
Do you want to meet at the mall then? And
Yeah, as long as
To the
there aren't
mall.
zombies walking in the mall, then
I
I think
am-
we're fine.
I is it okay if I stay here because I am not. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to go out where CCTV cameras
That was
can
the whole
find me.
point. The whole point of bringing you here was to
Great.
keep. you
Also,
hit.
I don't want to
But
go to the mall with a bunch of kids. That just makes
If-
me want to die inside.
Yeah, no, it's weird. We don't want to go with an old fart. But listen, don't look around.
4 years. 4 years.
Well, that's apparently a big deal, as you've made it out to be. So don't touch anything. I'll know. Trust me, I will know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, make yourself comfortable.
real quick before they go, Missy's gonna check her phone to make sure that her parents haven't called or texted her or anything like that. She
No.
hasn't been in touch with them all day.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Not a thing. Weirdly silent, honestly, because it's 9 o'clock at night. They'd probably be pinging you rather. They're probably, you think it's nice. Maybe they really are laying off now that you're past the finals and the tests are in and everything like that. Maybe they are laying off.
Okay. So like anything.
If that feels like
Okay.
like looming badness is coming, I have signaled properly.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
We still have a 3 to deal with from that comfort and support that you had a while back. Shit's
you
still
already
coming.
Did it. I thought that was it.
No, it was just on the internet. That's the opening move in the game of fuck this chess.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no. My home life, it's broken.
The one character that actually has a decent home life.
Oh, I can fix that.
Stop it. Chill out.
No.
Trust me. No, actually, I can make sure that your home life stays perfect.
I don't like that. How you said that either.
You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. There's absolutely nothing comforting about what I just said, nor should it be interpreted as such. But I guarantee you I can keep everything rosy at home.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah. Yep. Did anybody in the family have mind control? No. That's good. That's probably for the best. Grandma didn't actually have superpowers, did she? She was just
Keeper of the
Abuela.
Flame.
What's that? Keeper of the Flame.
Keeper
The
of the
Abuela of
yeah.
Doom.
Mm.
I think I saw somebody on TikTok was like the only unconvincing thing about that entire movie, what really broke it for them, was the fact that Abuela actually acknowledged that she screwed up at the end, and they were like, no, no, sorry,
Yeah.
do not believe. Ruined it for her. Anyway, all right.
It wasn't made for her, so it's okay.
Actually,
Alright.
well, no, she was. This was Latina, who was saying like, this is the only problem that I have is that Abuela actually apologized at the end for what she had done and admitted that she'd done wrong. And I'm like, no,
Fair, okay.
yeah. It was really weird because it was right back to back with somebody who'd been watching The Witcher, and they were like, yeah, so like, Geralt is supposed to be like the girl's dad now and kind of dad mode, but he tells her, I mean, I don't buy it because he tells her he's proud of her and that she's doing a good job, and dads don't do that. Do they? And I was like, oh, you poor
Oh,
thing.
man.
You poor thing. Anyway. All right. So, cutting to the chase, you break into the mall. This is not actually a challenge that any of you should actually have to worry about. You break into the mall.
Down, Lone Pine Mall. Break some stuff. Dun, 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 dun.
100% Caleb singing that the whole time.
You get into Aladdin's castle, rolling the little chain link thing up. Yeah, I think it's back here, and there's the deal. And you kind of go around, and you can find like the rough spot. And I didn't even understand what Perry was explaining was the data that he was giving. But there is a series of numbers carved, I'm going to say, into the panel right where you saw him doing it in his whatever the hell is going on back in the 80s. Although I will say for the record that it doesn't feel remotely like it's smooth enough or worn enough to have. This feels like it was carved quite recently into the cabinet. It does not feel like it was like done 20 years ago. Oh Jesus, I can't do it. 35 years ago. Shut up.
Yeah. Believe me, I know.
My birthday was yesterday, so we can all just jete past this.
Are we the
Coolsville.
same age again? Did you catch up to me?
Probably. I said
You guys are lonely like
It's
40,
hard. It's hard to
right?
tell because I've stayed out of the sun most of my life, so it's difficult to.
yeah. Whereas I'm like a
Actually, like-
saddlebag with eyes. Thanks. It's great.
I'm just riffing on your. I'm sorry.
Yes. My face is actually.
I apologize.
My face is actually certain similarities to unfolded origami. Anyway,
Do you even moisturize, bro?
the 80s was a month ago. Oh, sweetie. My
dad entered his 80s a couple months ago. Oh, never mind.
Okay, so you've got numbers.
And I think she's like, Perry, why?
I mean, more to the point, how, but actually probably not more to the point, but it's also a legitimate extra question.
Does
So
it look like an IP address or like coordinates or?
probably coordinates.
Let's say if there's the equivalent of an IP address for the electrical grid, it'd be that. Like, I don't know if this is something that actually exists in the real world. It seems to me like the kind of thing that the people who monitor the power grid, except for Texas, because they can fuck off. The people who monitor the power grid, so
those
that
in Texas, they're not all
sorry,
bad.
they've got their own things, except for small person. I'm sorry, it's too close to home. I apologize.
At least this time we didn't.
But like the people who are managing the power, so that like England knows that everybody's going to stand up to go to the bathroom at the same time, so they have to, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna submit a thing here and see if this works. Perry figured out the location based on that information, but he also knows that he's probably the only person that would be able to do anything with that information aside from Dr. Infinity, who seems to already be in the box with him. But Perry could probably reverse engineer from this the GPS coordinates.
Oh, yes. Perry absolutely does that.
And
Would you like me to
regular
roll
people
to see
could-
how accurate Perry's would that be worth rolling to see how accurate his GPS location is? Or is that
Yes.
something you would just
Yes,
like to happen?
no, do superior. I want to see how much you've been fiddled with by the people running the simulation.
When you say it like that. All right.
Sounds like Caleb's cookies. Eating Caleb's
Am I?
cookies.
This is just straight superior?
Yes, sir. I think so.
Wow.
I am entirely
It's not a
prepared.
way to assist, right?
Well, this is not. I mean, you could.
I mean, I'm in his brain, or was in his brain.
You were in his brain. Not the coordinates being there. That's not.
This is like how
It's whether or not they
transparent
managed
was
to trick
able
Perry.
to-
He might have he gave you legitimate coordinates. It's a question of whether or not they're accurate. But
Yeah, because like this is giving me the indication that like Perry missed a buffer somewhere.
or a relay station
Like
or
he
something
missed
like
it.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna get you to like, you know how when you go into a rave and you get the address and you go there and there's the people that vet you to see if you actually belong at the rave and they give you another place with the real address on it, but then you get to that one and that's the actual rope is there, and then they give you the real one, so that the popo doesn't. Yeah.
What is this,
Sorry.
Nick and
What?
Nora's Infinite Playlist?
Okay.
What is happening? What the?
I would
Is
say.
that how raves work?
I would say we're not going to let ourselves be distracted because we're almost at that conclusion point. But I would say that anybody could spend team on helping to sort this out, including Mitzi. But anybody, like, just going enough to get something, enough to get a location that isn't just complete garbage. Anybody could spend team for that. And it makes sense for it to be Mitzi because you were literally connected to Perry's brain.
Bless you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I will spend team to help do the thing.
Okay. So you've got coordinates. And she's like, so I think, remember, Caleb, when we gave you the GPS coordinates, we told you just to punch the numbers into your map and it would like sort it out into a real thing instead of it being an address? This is that.
Okay.
So this
Start punching it.
You're
I'm
like,
did you guys,
so you're
did
like,
you guys bring my phone?
I brought it with me.
yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna start punching it in.
Okay. So this is kind of the unleash your powers thing of unstable or temporary. That's what we're gonna deal with next time on Perry doing Perry stuff.
Ooh, do I take a?
No, you don't. You don't get it. We turned it into a 7, so it doesn't count as a failure.
Oh, right.
Yep. So yes, what we're gonna go with next is you guys dealing with some bullshit. Coming to Perry's rescue because he apparently has given you the coordinates by which to do that.
Well, we're not going to a trap or anything. This is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. Perry, the last thing we see is Perry back in the mall.
Does my fax have a little like does the scent light indicator? Bing.
Yeah, it does. You're like, you see it retry. You're like, come on, and we see it go through, and you're like, yes.
I'm asking you with my brain.
So
And Perry's like, come on, fax machines have been around since the goddamn Civil War. Come on.
I've got to do this.
Fax.
I need to get into. 1 second. Game loading, please wait. I gotta have the final scene here, and this is like incredibly important. It's terribly important. Also, I need to figure out how you did that one translucent kind of glass-looking skin that you did on that looks like it's glowing from the inside.
Yeah, so what it is it's actually the for the color. There's actually one color category that is glass. It's the one that looks like a gem.
Yeah, I've
Well,
seen
actually,
the glass one.
no,
but-
that's not the one. Sorry, it's the one that looks like the bottle. That's the one.
Yeah.
And I think I used. No, you know what I used? I used the under the gems. There's a diamond one. That's what I used.
You can also go into,
Oh, that's cool.
like I did for facet, you can go in and adjust the opacity of either the entire color or the high, mids, or lows.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I need to do more of that then. All right, cool.
There's so much shit you can do with this when you start to play with it. It's ridiculous.
Where do you adjust the opacity? Is that also under color?
If you go into color, click on the. ちょっと待ってください. So
Closer to the
here, here, you're gonna go to color. And then you're gonna go to
Shoot.
Go to mix.
Color mix.
Once you go to color, you'll see body, theme, decals, paints, and mix.
Oh, mix is where you go. All right.
Mix is the colors you have used, and if you haven't, then go to one of the other categories and assign one.
Hey Mitzi, you want to start rearranging my labels?
You might as well.
Click on any one of those colors.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I want.
Save it as a new one, and then on the mobile, there's a little gear wheel that'll allow you to open up a deeper window. And then you can adjust the low, mids, and highs,
I just realized that's
roughness,
good.
fuzz. You can either just check transparent plastic completely, or you can adjust the opacity. You can decide if it looks more like metal or skin and adjust the glow.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of that, but I did figure out where I needed to go. And from there, I can make a hash of things.
So for example, like one of the tricks I'll do is like if I really
yeah.
like a skin color,
Oh, Frank,
I'll take that skin color, copy
Bring it back
and
in,
then
guys.
Bring it back in.
reel it in.
turn it to
All right, stop.
Frank!
All right,
phone.
all right. Frank, over on.
We got a whole ass text chat for this.
We got to use that, but that's okay because I was actually looking for an image. So he stalled just long enough for me to get to this thing. So you turn away. We see Frank turn away from. We see Perry turning away from the fax machine, and there was somebody standing on the other side of the counter saying, "Mr. Driscoll, that is not an approved use of the Aladdin's castle." This woman in like sort of business attire. That is not an appropriate use of the Aladdin's castle equipment. I think we should have a talk.
Home Skillet over here told me I could.
That person that you're gesturing to is not there anymore. It's like, well, that is a different kind of situation. We need to. Don't worry, you're not in any trouble. I think we should have a talk. This is the person who is talking to you.
I'm gonna break your legs.
Is
Dealing,
that
my friend.
Except that they're wearing a business suit. Some people watching the television show from home are going,
What the fuck?
I know that face!
Zooms in on yours. That was so perfect.
Mitzi. Mo, I'm going to say, actually.
I know exactly who that is.
So, Silas, closer to the team? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, close to the team. I think I was trying to DM Missy with all my stuff, but I think something got spilled on my keyboard or something because it's just kind of.
I was like, you're getting some funky messages. I was like, what is this code that you're sending me?
So yeah, Missy, just tell me what labels you want me to shift.
Let's see here. I had your stuff pulled up and then I put it away because I had to go see. I'm freaking out. Ugh.
Hero Forge used to be not nearly this advanced, Dingoes. If you messed with it like a couple, 3 years ago or anything like that, it was pretty straight. It was pretty basic. It has gotten ridiculous.
they're doing good work over there.
Yeah.
It's so hard to move things around when you don't have things to really move. I don't,
Yeah, I have really good stats at this point just because
don't
the
wanna touch him
prototype's
on
so
the-
broken.
Yeah, I don't want to touch your mundane, but at the same time, like I'm like, I want to move mundane down and superior up, just because you're. Wait, no.
He's trying. Yeah, he's
Shit. No, hold on. You were being like a really good person. Like a really good boyfriend.
You don't have to shift the labels. If the thing that you would do,
Can't, yeah.
if the thing that you would do would be to shift up mundane and you can't, then you can't. Game says no.
Well, I knew I can't move it up, so I was just trying to see what else I can move around. And I was like, I don't want to like bring down freak or danger anymore. I can bring down superior and bring up danger maybe. Superior is
Move
like
down superior, bring up danger.
yeah.
That works.
I'll take it.
Caleb. There wasn't a lot of Caleb in this episode. I'm sorry about that. We'll fix that.
Why? You're fine. Caleb's about to break legs.
There you go.
And honestly, he's feeling closer to the team because he's like, okay, Perry's leaving us clues. He's now honed in on like his bestie like in trouble, and so he's like, okay, I'm gonna be there. I gotta work together with these people because they know what they're doing, and I have no clue what to do. Like, focus.
Closer to the Perry.
Closer. Yes. So Perry gets to adjust my labels if he wants.
Does
Well,
Perry
don't you
have
have
influence?
over you?
Oh, Perry doesn't have influence. You're right.
So Perry
gets
just note that you
gets
have
influence.
influence over Caleb and nothing else changes. You don't have to shift any labels
I
because
shall.
Perry,
Yes.
what do you do? Closer to the team, further away from the team? More into an image of yourself. More into an image of yourself is like you shift your own labels around.
I feel like I'm closer because I have, like, even if the scent light was a trick, the fact that El Chica Grande here is telling me, you know,
That's
we need
an
to have a
appropriate-
talk,
yeah,
and
that's-
I'm like, that. Oh, okay, I got my message out. So
you did
I am,
something
I
that pissed
am,
him off, yeah.
Yeah. So I think even though I'm, you know, jacked into an air gapped computer somewhere, I feel like there's a tiny sliver of like my silver cord reached out and touched somebody.
Your
Is that
logic
too
going
weird?
with this is the simulation is so advanced that it should actually work, and then you made it work. So
Yes.
all right. So who are you giving influence to then?
I gotta give the reach around because
Hmm.
he's the one who found me.
Hmm.
Right?
Hate that.
Caleb, if you don't already have influence over Perry, you can adjust his labels. I don't want to touch his labels. That feels dirty now.
It's fucked up, yo.
Okay.
All right, Mitzi. Mo.
I think it's gonna be with
Puppy!
Silas.
All right.
Yeah, and
closer to Silas.
Silas is gonna bring your savior up and your freak down.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
This makes sense.
I don't like
So-
him anymore.
So I'm actually going to do the opposite for Perry. I'm going to bring his savior down and his freak up.
Cool.
Ooh.
Save your down, freak up.
Oh, I want to hold you.
Freak
No, I want
going
to
to
hold you.
3, savior going to 1.
Fly
So I'm
your
gonna-
freak flag.
Because we we went closer. I'm going to clear guilty.
Oh yes, that reminds. Yes, if you got closer to the team, you can either clear a condition or mark potential.
You know what I'm actually gonna do? Sorry. Let's do superior up, freak down, because I think he wants to bring freak down because he was trying to be like, it's okay, you're still my girlfriend before you're a superhero, blah blah blah. But savior, I don't think is really the deal there. And I mean, I don't think it makes much sense to bump mundane up much more. But I think superior you could probably make use of.
Okay.
So we'll do superior up, freak down.
I'm thinking I'd remove afraid because they found me. Theoretically.
Or at least they know that I'm.
Right. They know which direction the well is.
Yep. The oubliette under in which you have been
Yes, exactly.
into which you've been
Fun word.
tossed.
Take me back
Okay.
to the black hole.
What are we?
The
Okay,
black hole of Calcutta.
we're gonna because I always cut the feed when we start talking schedule and stuff. So we're gonna wrap up and figure out
Bye,
what next week.
dingoes.
Bye,
Dingoes.
Dingos. Thank you for your relentless
Zingers. Oh, they're
zingers.
so good.
The boys were
Wait to see
being.
them.
It's like
Mitzi
it's like
has
how
built it.
it's like how the actual performers on Saturday Night Live are not nearly as funny as the writers, and like Dingoes is like the writer for us.
Was that in the YouTube chat?
Mhm.
Yeah, in the stream chat, we'll have to get it up so you can watch it. But yeah, Dingoes has been commenting all the way along here.
Nice.
Doing all that
I'll
stuff.
go back and find it.
It's good
I
stuff.
don't I don't typically run the stream at the same time because
Yeah.
it's I have enough distractions.
Yeah.
Right.
If you replay the video later, I believe I am saving the video with the chat like playing in the sidebar, so you can, as you're
Oh,
playing
nice.
through the video, you can continue. So if you go to the end of the video once it posts, you should be able to scroll back, or you should be able to see all
all
the
of them.
rest of the chat.
Nice.
Anyway, all right. As always, it's lovely, and I'm going to end the stream now. And